guys woke up Latrin and Nefarian, and there was a quick sparring session between Emille and Nefarian, and then you guys talked with Latrin a little bit, got some information about what they plan to do. And then on your way out, Latrin asked if you wanted to see something cool. He proceeded to take you down to a sub-basement of his laboratory and introduce you to a 50-foot by 50-foot by 50-foot Tesseract Hypercube, and offered you all the chance for an ancient dragon's weight in gold if you went through the door. He told you there was a very, very small chance that you would be able to come out, and if you did come out, there was a decent chance that your mind would be broken and you would die. But if you couldn't come out, at least you would have all the gold. After a brief discussion on whether or not it would be worth it, Credius decided to take them up on the offer. There was a brief scuffle in which the Dragons of Everger tried to stop Credius from going through the hypercube.
From ascending.
In the end, Credius Fafnir left this plane, this universe, this dimension, this construct. And to that end, Noemi got big mad and was fed up.
Very mad.
Like,
Whole spiel.
straight up. Like, threw hands up, stamped out like a toddler.
Noemi's
with that, I forget who punched Latrin. One of you punched him, and he then teleported you all out of his laboratory to the mouth of the cave that you originally entered. You trekked back up the snowy mountainside, since ascending to Jaeger, who had Birio open the portal door. You all came back into Drusoria, drank a whole bunch, and were offered beds in room to sleep in. Now down a traveling companion, the remaining Dragons of Everger wake up to a gray and overcast morning. Who is the first to wake up, you think?
Not Noemi. Noemi drank a lot.
Actually, Noemi, roll me a Constitution save, please.
Oh boy.
Let's see how well this hangover is going.
Constitution.
You wake up in the morning, you do feel that whenever you decide to wake up, you do feel the sluggishness and the heavy-headedness of a hangover, but most of the detrimental effects of it have passed through the night. And while you are tired and bogged down by the amount of alcohol you drink, there is no after effect. There's no headache, there's no nausea, there's no ravenous hunger, there's none of the telltale signs of a night of hard drinking. I don't think anyone else drank as much as Noemi. Unless Emille or Byggen would like to volunteer that information now.
Did not. I don't think so. Not that I remember. Where are we waking up again?
You're waking up in Jaeger's mansion.
Oh, shoot.
knowing that you need to get out of town as soon as everyone is awake because of the deal you struck with the bloody hand.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Byggen will then get up, hastily check on everyone else, remembering that fact.
Tybalt is awake, is drinking out of a carafe of water, just to make sure that he is rehydrated for the day's travels. He's not hungover, but this keeps any of the lingering effects of a lot of alcohol at bay. Is anyone else awake aside from Byggen?
I'd imagine Emille like slowly waking up.
Okay. Emille, do you think you would have drunk a lot the night before, or do you think you would have kept it reasonable?
The more I think about it, probably would have drank a lot. Because for the second time, we lost another member to something so preventable. And then to have it be the person that we literally saved from like stasis and forever sleep be the one who did it. It's like, oh my god. Can't believe we let that happen.
I would like for you to also roll me a Constitution save, please.
Ooh.
Doing better than Noemi and Tybalt are, but still having the same, like, you can tell that you drink more than you probably should have, but luckily you have escaped with minimal to no negative side effects from the night of heavy drinking.
Let's go.
As you are awake, you too see that Tybalt is drinking quite a bit of water. He does offer to both Byggen and Emille if you would like water to kind of stave off any effects that may linger. You don't have to, of course, because you don't have anything, pressing that would denote that you have any lingering effects of alcoholic imbibement. But just in case, the water is there should you wish it.
I accept.
Byggen takes a little bit.
Yeah. The servants of the house are milling about. You smell breakfast being cooked. You see some of Jaeger's party moving about, namely Teo, the raccoon man, and Viz, the ooze person. But, there is nothing super telling about the rest of the house. Everyone seems to be in various states of soberness and potentially hungover, but at least Teo and Viz are not showing any of that wear and tear.
Noemi comes downstairs when she smells food.
Okay. It does take a little bit of time, but eventually food is set on the table. A decent hearty but light breakfast is put out. Nothing too heavy on the stomach in case any of you are still inebriated or hungover, but enough to enough food and protein to start kicking and absorbing any alcohol that still remains. Blood pudding, eggs, bacon, biscuits, just hearty breakfast things.
Are we all down there now?
Yeah. It's getting to be like, like 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish.
Did we have a time limit on when we were supposed to leave?
It was just the morning of the next day.
We got 4 hours to get out.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, we do.
As long as you were moving towards leaving the city, you get the pretty good sense that you wouldn't be faulted for that. It's more that if they see you now, they know that you've already been paid and they have upheld their end of the bargain, and if they see you now, they're going to know that you have reneged on the bargain. Not that it was your fault, and there might be a way to explain that, but as it stands right now, you have been paid with the information of the blood cult that you were looking for that potentially has the gauntlet that Noemi is searching for, as well as the 25,000 gold.
Well, is Jaeger at the table?
He does not seem to be at the table when you arrive down there. It seems to be Viz and Teo and Beaterio, the bug man. But Jaeger and Kaylee are not there. If you ask about Kaylee, you were told that she is sleeping off the effects of a night of heavy drinking. If you ask of Jaeger, you are told that the master of the house has already been up and is conducting business in town.
Did want to thank him, but we should say our goodbyes soon.
Well, Noemi is going to tell the party that our party was planning on heading west. It was west, right?
Well,
Yeah,
you were
I think it
already
was
in the
west.
west.
South,
south?
I think.
Oh,
Yes,
south?
the area of the blood cult that you were looking for is south from the city.
Yes. So,
Realizing west means we drown.
Oh.
Yes, because you were at the ocean.
So Noemi says, we thank you for letting us stay a night, as we mourn our companion, wherever he may be. But we must get ahead, start on our quest.
Heo looks up at the four of you and simply nods and is like, well, we can make sure that Jaeger understands that you had to be off early this morning. We do hope that you all are being safe, and it was a pleasure to meet you all.
Pleasure as well.
Yes. No, Noemi. I still have the sending stone, right?
You do.
Okay. Well, Noemi brings out the stone and says, well, please let Jaeger know that I appreciated everything and that he may be in touch if he needs it.
Teo nods. The stone. If you're using the stone to relay this message, are you using the stone? By the way?
No. I'm just holding the stone out to let them know that they can be in touch.
Teo nods and is like, we will make sure that he is made aware. And should your party ever need our assistance, please do not hesitate to call on us.
No one has realized that Jaeger's things are missing, right?
Not that you're aware of, no.
Wonderful.
You're not sure how long that will last.
Well, technically, do we know that he stole?
I feel like we can't be held accountable for it,
Right.
if anything.
I
Wow.
don't remember.
Like, it's not actually us who did it.
Yeah,
not
I don't think
not
you
in our
guys
party.
know
Yeah.
that Herdias stole some stuff from Jaeger's.
Mm.
You know, places.
Damn it.
But you guys knew Herdias well enough that you could potentially put together that he might have stolen some stuff and that it might be for your best interest to
Skedaddle.
get out of here before it is known.
Byggen doesn't think about it too much.
If I think about it too
Skedaddles.
much, my head'll hurt.
Skedaddle.
Let's skedaddle.
As you guys begin to leave the city, making sure that you have all of your belongings, you pick up your cart from where it has been stowed for the past few days. And, yeah. You can begin to make your way south. Who has the information of where this blood cult can be found?
Wasn't it all of us?
Well, like, so it was in a note. You all like know, but who has the direct like note?
I think it was big.
I don't know.
In that case, because it is Noemi's quest, we'll say that Noemi has it. How about that?
Woo!
Yeah, sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Noemi, you, as you're leaving the town, you take a look at the information that you were given, and you know that they're leading you to a ruin that the blood cult has seemingly taken over. But it also tells you that you should not look for the ruin itself, but look for a town that is known simply as where's my town name? It is simply Drakewall.
I relay this to the team. We're going to Drakewall.
To Drakewall.
As you are exiting the town, do you wish to purchase a map or get directions of any kind? Because you know it's south, but like outside of that, you don't really know where you're headed.
We should get a map.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. easily enough a map of the area is purchased. Someone can mark off 10 gold.
I'll mark it off.
Thank you, rich party members.
I mean, technically you're all rich, but I get what you're mean. It looks from the annotation of the map that Drakewall is a small town about 3 days south of Drasoria.
Is it like even terrain? Does it like through like
it looks like you're going to be traveling through like, depending on the way that you come into the town. If you're coming from the north, you might have to go through some like foothills and potentially like rocky forested area. If you travel like maybe more southwest ish, you could come into more like even forest. If you travel southeast-ish, you're gonna come into more rocky. But like for the most part, it is like, it's not uneven terrain, but it does seem to be like buttressed against some more hardy terrain that is a little bit more impassable at times.
Four sounds good. I don't know who's driving the
Let's do it.
carriage.
I have advantage on land vehicles.
Oh, okay.
Or
No,
checks,
Noemi
anything.
shows Emille the map. And she points at the forest and she says, I think that might be a better way to approach the city.
Probably going to take you a few hours to a day extra to go down to like enter the forest proper and get through. But it depends on how much of like the rockier terrain you want to pass up. It could easily take you 3 days. If you go through a little bit rockier terrain, it could easily take you, like 3.5 to 4 days if you wanted to go further south or further southwest before cutting back east. It really just depends on how much you want to pass by any like semi-mountainous and heavily forested area.
I think safer is better. Like, it's okay if we take like an extra day or so, but as long as not we're going like headstrong into like dangerous terrain, I think it's fine.
Agreed.
I know, Noemi nods. We are a safe party now.
I would like for Emille to roll me a survival check with advantage because you have advantage with land vehicles.
Technically, if it's... How do I play this again? I can't add it to the chat, but it's intuitive motion. It says, when I make a dexterity check, acrobatics to operate or maintain a land vehicle.
Okay.
So it wouldn't apply then, right? Because survival.
Okay, yeah. Because it is a survival check and you like navigating, if there is a dexterity check for you keeping on the road or like keeping from falling with the sorry, the cart, that's what that would work for. If it's not for
Oh,
like navigation of the vehicle, then it would just be regularly.
got it. I just realized it did send into the chat multiple times.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah. It's slow going for the first day. nothing that you're doing is like slowing you down. It's more the weather, right? It is overcast. It does start to rain a bit. It slows your like movement down a bit, but nothing that is going to like add any serious time to your journey. The first day, though, I would like someone to roll me a d20.
Ooh. Uh,
Like that. Never mind. Someone else do it.
5. Okay.
That's a 5.
Let me see here. Okay. About midday of the first day on the road, you get into where it seems to have been raining heavily, more heavily, over a longer period of time, and you run into some soft ground. Emille, I would like for you to make me a dexterity, just a straight dexterity check with advantage due to your proficiency in land vehicles, to maintain course and not get stuck in the mud. 22. Your wilderness like acumen keeps you from falling into any deep traps that could get your carriage stuck for any considerable length of time, and you have to slow down, but you do make it past the storm where the ground is a bit more solid, still drenched, but not as muddy as the continuous rain has not fallen there for a couple days. Are you guys going to push on through the night, or are you planning on setting up camp?
I think camp,
I think we
right?
should set up camp.
Yeah. Wow, we're so safe now.
As you set up, you look for an area to camp, easily enough to find. I would like one of you to make me either a perception or investigation check with advantage for watch that night.
Ooh.
I can take it. Perception plus
Sure.
3.
Yeah, okay, I have +3 too. You can take it.
We will take turns. Cheers.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is.
Hey.
I see you.
The night goes by uneventful. You spy a few packs of like forest animals that may be looking for food, but a decently stoked fire and vigilance keeps those animals from attempting to harass your party through the night.
Why is there
Ghost up there.
Oh, it's just a figure up there.
He's above board, you know.
Emille, if you would like to make me another survival check to lead the next day of the journey.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
at least you're consistent.
Woo! Consistency.
Again, it's slow moving. You're being more careful than you have been in recent weeks. Again, there's not really anything of note on the road as of yet. Someone who is not Byggen, roll me just a d20, please.
Oh, there it is.
Wait. No.
Oh wait, someone else. Someone else.
Yes, yes.
Oh, just kidding. Ignore that. Thank God it was
Hey.
that one.
Dice menu's at. I don't see it anymore.
Yay! Oh,
Oh,
my
there it
gosh!
is.
Let's go!
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Nat 20. There are a few areas where the forest kind of overgrows on the dirt road, but the skillful navigation and watch of the party keep you all from having any kind of issue. You're able to spot a couple of groups of bandits who are perhaps looking to waylay travelers and avoid them, not adding any time to your travel. With the second day winding down, are you guys going to push through, or are you going to once again attempt to find and set up camp?
Camp is good. We like camps.
Yep.
Okay.
Safe travels or fast travels?
We're safe people now.
Easily enough. Again, camp is being set up. If someone would again like to roll me a perception or investigation check with advantage, you're more than welcome to do so.
I can do perception +5.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Wow. What do you mean get that nat one? What do you mean? Look at that.
Yeah.
The complete opposite of a nat
Nat
1.
20.
Damn.
Yeah.
Again, a well-chosen spot to camp, safe enough to keep eyes on the road and forest at the same time, and another night is had in peaceful wilderness. Is there anything that anyone wishes to do during the first 2 nights of travel?
I'd like to ask everyone, does it feel like a burden just lifted off our shoulders?
Oh my God.
No,
it's,
I mean,
Oh my God.
it's very safe now, and I feel like it's strangely safe.
Noemi is like on edge, and she's like, "Do you guys feel like this is going smoothly? Like too smoothly?"
It's a little too quiet.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
quiet. It's too
something in the air just
quiet.
agreed with me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sounds a bit off.
Tybalt looks and is like, I don't feel that it's too safe. It feels more that we've just not been pulled into any side adventure.
Side adventure. Yes, yes.
So
Which,
safe,
I mean,
yeah.
No, not safe, because I mean, not all side adventures are bad. It feels more like we are moving with purpose instead of just kind of going where the wind takes us.
Byggen sighs, looks up into the air and says, I wonder where he is. Somewhere out there.
Do you think he's alive still?
Somehow he would be. I can feel it.
I wonder if he's rich, wherever he landed.
Tybalt looks at you all and is like, I really hope that he is okay. Like, I know he could be a lot, but like he was a member of our group, and he deserves to live a happy life, even if he chose to make an irresponsible decision.
The only dragon in the Dragons of Evador. He did make his mark.
I'm sure we'll find more.
We need to find another dragon to replace the dragon part, of our name.
We could be the dragons of Evador Fafnir.
Oh, our name just gets longer?
I mean, we've done the same thing for a past member, right?
No. Just every time someone in our party, we just add to
Yeah.
the name.
It's like they get married to the team name, forever.
I wonder if there's you gotta go through like the paperwork,
I was just thinking that those forms are going to get
Oh.
really long after a while.
Just to be called the Dragons of Fafdor.
Fafdor?
Or combining the names, I thought it was like added on.
I don't know, man. We got to write the whole name on another form somewhere. So
Or sounds.
off.
I don't know. I don't like it. We can just put like former members and give them a small memorial plaque.
I feel like if our plaque keeps growing, there might be some doubt in our party's abilities.
Well, at least Curtius didn't die. He left of his own volition.
We don't know if he's dead.
No, that is true. That is true. It is different.
I mean, I don't know if other people will see it that way, but he did leave of his own volition. No one forced him to leave.
He jumped at the
offered-
opportunity. He was
he was given an opportunity and he decided to take it in a way that is admirable.
Well, if we start losing more, I'm just gonna start getting tattoos. Little baby ones,
a whole sleeve.
I mean, how you choose to remember your party mates is always, your own decision. I think Curtius would like the fact that you decided to get a tattoo memorizing him. Or at least something tells me that he would. Yeah. You all begin your next night of travel. Or your next day of travel. Sorry, you're not traveling at night. Emille, if you would once again make me a...
Oh, better. Nice.
You do make up some lost time. It looks like you're probably going to get to town around midday-ish. Nothing super crazy, but, enough to give you enough time to get the lay of the land and figure out the best way to approach the ruin.
That sounds good.
Right on time.
Onward.
Wait, so we do see the ruin? Not the
No,
town
no,
that was nearby? Or...
No. You're going to the town first. The
Mhm.
ruin is nearby the town.
Got it.
Like, the town is in the shadow of the ruin, so to speak.
Okay.
We stopping by first?
Yep.
Let's do it.
As you are maneuvering your way, I would like someone who is, or I guess it would be Emille this round. If you would roll me just a d20, please. And thank you.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Teetering.
Just nines and nines and nines.
We take nines.
It does not take you very long to notice that there is another card that has been tipped over.
Noemi points and says, "That could have been us." if we were not safe.
Oh no.
Hmm.
And not once.
As you come upon this cart that has been tipped over, there are quite a few telltale signs that this is a merchant's cart, or was a merchant's cart.
Are there any bodies or like
Is there
loot
any
or
merchant?
anything?
Yeah, any merch?
Make me an investigation check.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Noemi, you do not notice any bodies. You do notice there is signs of a struggle. Like whoever was driving this car when attacked, they did fight back. It's not just a, oh, we were attacked and now this is what happened sort of thing. It's more like, oh, they were attacked, there was a struggle put up. You find signs of spellcraft and other excuse me, other signs of battle. But you don't seem to see any bodies.
Hmm.
You do, however, see a trail
Ooh.
leading away from this cart.
Noemi gestures to the rest of her party and says, "There's a trail. Does the trail look like it's like a person walking, or like someone being dragged, or?"
It does look like someone was dragged at this point.
Okay. Well, Noemi says, "It seems like there's no bodies, but it seems like whoever was in the cart put up a struggle." And then she points at the drag marks.
Could check it out. Are there people around us?
No, not at the moment.
Oh no, the side quest. Noemi mutters.
It's back.
Are there footprints in the drag marks?
Upon closer inspection, it does seem to have staggered footprints every so often, denoting that there is at least some other someone was doing the dragging. Yes.
And it just leads off into like the nearby woods?
Yeah,
or-
it leads off not too far. Into the woods.
I mean, could follow it. Being friends with a merchant is a bad thing.
Can we tell how long ago this might have happened? Like, is there blood? Is there anything like dried or?
Yeah, there's definitely some like evidence of a battle that was not too terribly long ago.
Oh.
Is the blood crusty?
Maybe a day.
No,
No
not
more than a day.
crusty.
Oh.
So there might be a little bit of crust on the blood.
Honestly, I think we might be too late for whatever happened here.
Maybe too late to save the guy or whoever it was, but
I
could lead us to something.
don't think I added my level 10 spell. Did we ever do that when we hit level 10?
It depends on what level you took, or whether you took a level of
I
sorcerer or.
I took a level 3 in sorcery. So I think I get meta magic now, right?
You get meta magic, yes.
And then
you also level 3 you get.
I get a level 1 spell and 2 level 2, I believe. I don't think I added those. Whoopsies.
You're more than welcome to go ahead and do that.
Okay. I'll just well, Noemi says, well, we can always have Helki fly up ahead undetected.
Yeah, maybe just see if anything's going on over there.
I send Helki over. And I tell her to be quiet. And I pat her on the head.
With your level 3, you can either learn a first level spell or a second level spell.
Oh, one.
You
or
learn
the
one
other.
spell at a time with the sorcerer. So you should have, at level 3, you should have 4 sorcerer spells known. And they can be, one of them can be of level 2, 3 of them need to be of level 1.
Okay.
Are you sending Helki?
Yes.
Is that what I heard?
Yes, I am sending
Alright,
Helki.
go ahead and make me a perception check for Helki. Crow, I would like for you to make me a...
So you're telling me if we did pass?
Curses, we should have passed.
then
I would like
Cole,
for you
your
to
instincts
make
were
me
hitting just now, man.
I would like for you to make me a perception check as well, but with disadvantage.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Damn.
Oh, dang. Disadvantage. He's cheating already.
Helki begins to fly through and over this little patch of forest, doing like circle sweeps of every so many like every 20 feet, expanding out a little bit. Cronus, as a few minutes go by, you begin to wake up groggy. Images begin to flash through your aching head of you traveling. I'm not wrong, right? You were wanting to be like part of a merchant's thing.
Yes.
You traveling, trying to sell wares here and there, hearing about a small town that you might be able to like make a little bit of coin at. And as you were traveling, you remember a group of ne'er-do-wells coming out of the woods and stopping you, and an altercation happening. You fought back, not wanting to be taken in without trying to at least defend yourself, but the numbers just kind of overwhelmed you. 6-on-1 is not a good look, even for a magic user. And as you come to, you feel yourself restrained. You are tied down to a tree.
I'm gonna look around and see exactly like what else I see.
As you look around, you see forest, some denser parts of the forest, some like more open parts. You are not from this area of the world. You happen to come here on a boat to kind of sell some wares, and on a whim took the chance to come to this small town. But as you begin to look around, you hear the soft flapping of draconic wings.
Is there? Am I alone? Or like?
Like you're
So
probably
I'm just
about
abandoned.
80 feet from the road. As you begin to hear the flapping of wings, and a few minutes goes by until you see a small black dragon. Very tiny, not a true dragon by any means, but a small black dragon nonetheless.
I am going to try to get its attention.
How so?
I'm gonna start making noises. I'm like, hey,
As you begin to call out to Helki, I would like for you to make me a performance check.
Normal roll.
Yes, this will be normal. That is a 19. Yeah. Eventually, the small black dragon veers off and then comes back around in a circle, looking for the sound of the noise that it heard. Eventually, like alighting in front of you, flapping its wings, kind of cocking its head.
And I go like, hey, little guy. My or little girl. Yes, you mind helping me with these this rope? Some help would be very much appreciated.
As you begin speaking to the small draconic being, your mind is flooded with thoughts of worry. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need healing?
I give it a look. I give it a look like, hey, no, I'm okay. And I spit up a bit of blood. I'm okay. I'm just kind of stuck here right now.
You get back images of, well, at least you're all right. Give me a moment and I will get help. Noemi, you begin to get flashes of 80 to 100 feet in like a westernly direction. A man tied to a tree and speaking with Helki. You hear the man say, "Help." He doesn't look critically injured, but there is signs of bruising and a little bit of dried and caked on blood, but nothing super oh, this man needs like immediate medical attention. But there is enough to be like, "Oh, hey guys, we might need to go help somebody." Yeah, what do you do?
What does he look like?
Crow, would you care to describe Aether to the rest of the group?
Kind of like medium wavy hair. He has red horns and like a little halo. He also has like a brown overcoat, like a white collar type of thing. He has steampunk getup and accessories and a tail.
Definitely looks like a merchant that you would have seen on the streets of Flostayne. But at the same time also looks worse for wear, but not in a dangerous way.
Noemi tells the rest of the gang, hey, so I think the owner of the carriage is tied to a tree that way, and she points. And then she says, he has a dragon's tail. I think we found the dragon of Evernathis. Wink, wink.
Does he seem friendly?
He's coated in blood.
His blood?
I don't know, but he told Helki help.
All right, good enough for me.
And he has a halo.
Oh,
And
yeah,
a
good
gun.
enough for me. Oh.
You do see a pistol hidden in his waistcoat through the visions of Helki.
And he's
It
got
looks
a
like it has been
gun.
used, but it doesn't look like it is like he's tied to the tree. Like, I mean, there's no chance of him hurting you unless he gets out of the tree or untied from the tree.
If he's tied up, we can at least approach him and see if he needs any help. All in favor?
Good.
Noemi leads the way.
Easy enough. You guys take a small jaunt about 80, 85, 100 feet maybe at the longest to a rather decently sized tree. And there is a young man with like tied and bound to a tree.
Does he look like an adventurer or?
He definitely gives off merchant. He looks like he might have done some adventuring, but it is not his primary focus.
When he used like the butt of my sword and just kind of like poke. Hey, are you awake? Are you alive?
I kind of like wince because everything hurts. Yeah. Could you ease up on the poking there? But hey, mind helping me with the situation I am currently in?
I'm gonna
Oh,
just cut away at the
youth.
ropes.
Yeah, easy enough. You cut at the ropes, and this young dragonborn-esque man, like he definitely has dragon features, but he's not fully a dragonborn the way that Critias was.
What's your name? I'm gonna like offer my hand to help him up.
Yes, thank you. The young dragon must have sent you guys. My name's Aether, last name Shroud, but you can call me Aether or Shroud, whichever one works. Yes, it's often I find myself in this situation, so I'm used to it. So, well, who are you guys? What are you? Are you looking for some merch? Currently, my stock is not on me, but I am good for it.
I'm afraid whoever attacked you might have taken the rest. But
Oh,
we are on our
smart.
way to the nearby village if you'd like to join us. Oh, I'm Emille, by the way.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Maybe you can
sure
introduce
thing.
yourself.
Pleasure, Biggins. I'm Emille, and who might you be? And looks at that weird vampire lady
Weird.
above board.
Noemi is gonna raise her hand to have Helki land, and she says, "Hi, I'm Noemi, and this is Helki."
Thank you, young Helki, for calling these people to me.
There's a definite purr that both Noemi and Aether can hear from Helki as like, I did a good job.
Noemi,
I'm gonna
Noemi
like reach my hand to pat it.
No, Noemi pets Helki first,
Mm-hmm.
and then she lets Aether pet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Helki accepts of pets. Aether, you've not been stripped of your belongings, but there is a definite lack of like goods that you were planning to sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your
Right.
personal belongings were innocuous enough that they didn't immediately like take everything, or they were hidden well enough that they're like, oh well, what's good on him is the stuff that is in his cart. You do still have like any personal equipment and gear on you.
Right. So, you know, I am down for a drink or food. It's been a day. I look over to Emille. You seem like a man of good standing. You see, I currently, well, I lost my money here. I don't have any money, but
Well, if you're asking for food and resources, we're more than happy to share. But perhaps it's best to return to the road. We can continue our conversation there on the way.
yes, sir, sure thing. Let's get on out of these
S-
woods.
So when I
Was there anyone else with you? Should we look for... Or you seem to be alone now, but...
Oh no, I am very, very much alone. I got my handy pistol and my merchant. Well, I guess not anymore, but you know, my merchant whims.
when Noemi perceived the carriage, was it like fixable or is it like
Probably if you had the means to fix it, it's going to be more than a simple mending cantrip. It's not unfixable, but it definitely isn't something that you probably have the supplies to fix now.
For lack of a better word, can we tow it to the city?
Yeah, you probably could.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It might like slow you down a bit, but like it's not unreasonable to think that you could get it to the town.
What do you guys think?
Might as well.
Where were you heading?
Aether, you heard of a little town south of Drusoria known as Drakewall?
Yep, I am going straight to that town. What the voice in the sky said.
Well, that's quite a coincidence. We're also headed there ourselves.
Well,
okay.
the more the merrier, I suppose. As people say.
Let's get moving.
As you head out, it takes you a little bit of time, of course, to affix the tow hitch and whatnot. If you're actively planning on towing Aether's cart, you do have to remove one of the wheels from the back, as one of them is broken, and that was going to have to be removed. You would have to remove the other back wheel so that you're not like wobbling and it like has the chance of tipping over your cart. So it's more like you're dragging like a two-wheeled chariot or a two-wheeled cart when there should be four wheels on it. Aether, whatever pack animal you were using to lead this cart with you is also nowhere to be found. You see that your cart has been thoroughly ravaged, leaving just a simple like tent and bedroll. But other than that, like anything that they thought was of value has been taken.
Off to a fresh start. Haha.
So
Tybalt looks at you and is like, excuse me, Mr. Shroud, are you in need of any kind of healing?
I mean, I wouldn't say no, but I'm okay. I'm there. Could have been a lot worse.
At least they left you alive.
I'm gonna pet his head. And who is this little scamp?
My name's Tybalt Fell.
Ah, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. If you think of like if we begin traveling and you're hurting too much, let me know and I can pass on a little bit of healing to you.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
You're definitely like just suffering the remnants of being clubbed unconscious. Like there is no permanent damage that you have to worry about. Eventually, however, like, well, actually, Proteus, Aether, I would like for you to make me an insight check.
Insight check. Do.
14. There is a tad bit of suspicion coming from Tybalt. It is not enough that he is thinking of like harming you or anything like that, or you feel like you're in any bit of danger. It's more that like there's just a casual suspicion of meeting someone on the road tied up like that.
Who suspiciously is going to the same place we are?
Can I see if he gives off like a concerned look?
It's really hard to tell behind the mask that he is wearing. But like through his body language, you can tell that there is like he's not hostile and he is truly like intentionally wanting to help you, but there is also, hey, this could be an elaborate ruse and I for one am not going to be caught unawares. It's nothing that like active suspicion or anything like that, and not accusatory. It's just I don't know you, you don't know us. We met you here in the forest, and it looks like you need help, but that could be a trick.
Right. I give a thumbs up to Tybalt.
He nods and gives you a thumbs up back. You notice a pistol on his waist. Not as fancy as your pistol, but definitely just as magical. If albeit in a different way.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask Tybalt about his pistol. I'm gonna be like, oh, nice gun, nice weapon you got there. I am fond of mine as well. Like, and I show it off.
That's a very intricate looking firearm you have there.
Thank you. It was crafted by the best of smiths.
Mine, after I left my home country and found out that, firearms are more commonplace in other parts, I picked one up and through a series of interesting occurrences happened to get a magical one.
Smart move. Smart move.
Yeah. Byggen, Noemi, and Emille, is there anything that you are doing, or are you are you acting as if you're suspicious of young Mr. Shroud?
I'm more curious.
I'm wary.
I'm also just wary, not super suspicious.
Crow,
Clearly, I'm too trusting.
how do you think that Aether carries himself? Because, I mean, you are a merchant. There is quite a bit of like etiquette that you have, but you also you're very like intelligent and like pretty charismatic as well. How do you think Aether, like, what is his overall vibe?
Nothing.
Oh, it was from me? I'm sorry. I thought you were asking everyone else.
No. What is the vibe that Aether attempts to give off?
Yeah, very charming. Like, what's the word? Carefree attitude. Uh, not so shady, but you know, he has that shady merchant. Like he can hook you up with shady items. Type of vibe.
Oh.
Oh.
There is a stop me if I'm speaking out of turn, Crow. There is definitely a like suaveness and confidence that Aether has as like belays his merchant skill. I would assume there's also a bit of naivety because you're not an adventurer proper. You know how to fight and protect yourself, but you're a merchant by trade, right?
Bruce. Yes, exactly.
So like there is that like shrewd merchant vibe, but there's also like a naivety that like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. Everything will work out for the best.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It definitely did not work out for the best.
Eh, It did work out for the best.
But yeah. Eventually, around midday, the five of you see a tree that has a board like hung on some chain hanging from a branch, and there's a carving in the board that says Drakewall, and you come out of the dirt road of the forest to a small little town with a ominous stone front mountain. For scale, that mountain over to the side of it is like about a mile off.
Oh, what a
Which is why it
suspicious,
looks so
not
big.
looking, evil looking mountain.
Yeah.
What an interesting mountain.
Well, it's a ruin of some kind.
Noemi elbows Emille and says, "Hey, if I was a blood cult, that seems like a suspicious mountain I would definitely build my cult under. Look how evil it looks."
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna point to that mountain, and you know, that mountain looks like it would have some interesting treasures in there.
I feel like this
We
town
should
is
take a
strangely
look.
comfortable with a ominous skull mountain nearby.
We should go to that mountain.
Home is home, I guess.
Well, we do have business in the village, but perhaps this is where we split off.
But we can drop you off there. Yeah.
Probably a good meal first would be preferred.
Yeah.
Did work up quite the appetite, you know, getting tied up and all.
As you begin to make your way from the forest, there are no paved or cobbled roads here. There's barely dirt trails of heavy foot traffic. As you can see from the map, there are not a ton of houses. There, towards the south, there is a farm across the small river that cuts through this area.
Which way are we coming in from?
You are coming in from this area.
Oh, okay.
Emille lived in a relatively big city all your life. And Noemi has lived in like a castle city. Byggen, would you say that you've lived in relatively big cities, or do you think that you would have like originally come from like a small little forest town like this?
I think relatively big city, for the most part.
You guys walk into a small little town. That is when you got the message that there was a small town close to the ruin of where the blood cult is suspected to be, it's fair to assume that none of you thought this. There are people milling about. You see a couple of people with like makeshift spears and pitchforks and like really, really worn leather armor. That probably stand as like the town guards, but there's like 3 of them, and they're all kind of like leaned up against a tree as you walk into town, and they really don't even seem like they pay attention to you as you walk into as strangers walk into this town.
Can we stop by the guards real quick?
Yeah.
Like, oh, hello. You must be the town guard, right?
As you stop, a like older, like mid-30s looking half elf looks at you and is like, I mean, we're the town militia.
Perhaps you could help us. We have just finished our travels from Drusoria, and we would you happen to know where the nearest inn or stables are?
We don't really have a public stable. You can tie your horse outside of our inn. The cart can be pulled around the back of the inn if that is what you're wanting to do. But yeah, I can point you to the inn.
Is it that tall one by the well over there?
That is correct. That is the Weird Wyvern.
Weird Wyvern.
Yes.
Interesting.
What an interesting name.
Why is it
You know,
weird?
It's
yeah,
Good question.
WYRD, not like weird as in
Oh.
strange, weird as in magical.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I hear every tavern has a story to its name. What's this one?
Well, this Drake Wall kind of grew up around the Weird Wyvern. The Weird Wyvern is the oldest building in town. It is currently under ownership of the town spokesperson. There's roughly 40 people in this town, that's including the elderly and children. So we don't really have a mayor, so to speak. But the the tavern has been in the same family for the last 40 years, and the head of that family is our spokesperson and kind of makes most of the decisions around here. Town elder. I think that's a better term.
Ah, okay. And you said that Outer was in the oldest looking building, correct?
Oh, the tavern is the oldest looking building.
Ah. We might have some business with the town elder as well. Would you happen to know where we can find them?
If they are not in the tavern, their son or daughter definitely should be, and they will be able to lead you to their mother or father. Um, their father holds the title of elder of the town. Their mother runs the general store, which is across the way, and he points to this building that you see off in the distance.
Okay.
So if
Well,
he's not at the tavern, he will be more than likely at the general store.
I see. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Oh, actually, one more thing. Is there like a blacksmith or someone who might be able to repair this cart here? I'm gonna like motion over towards the back.
We don't have a proper smithy. Most folks around here do their own smithing for like horseshoes and axe heads and whatnot. The closest thing we have to a proper smithy is he points to a building with a water wheel outside of it. This one up here.
Okay.
Anything that is needed that is more than just your amateur sort of maintenance you would need to go to them.
I see. All right. Well, that answers all my questions. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
You were welcome.
Noemi pipes up. Actually, could you tell us more about that huge mountain over there?
Yes.
Looks kind of, makes a statement.
Ominous. Yes. Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That mountain has been a serious source of contention the past 25, 30 years. A number of bandits and cults of different belief have taken up resonance over the decades. As far as I'm aware, which we have not had any trouble from them, if there is anyone in there, no one is occupying it right now. My understanding is that during the and he clears his throat and is like, during the slave revolt 100 or so years ago, when most of the non-human races rose up against the aristocracy and the empire, or the king of this country, a beast man mage crafted that as a stronghold. There's plenty of places in it that are still locked off and unexplored, though some have attempted to explore the surrounding areas and the areas that are available inside of the ruins to little to no effect. Again, it is an eyesore for the town, but it is not. It has brought us no harm in the past decade. Luckily, most of the bandits around this area are little more than disgruntled people of the town, people that have been asked to leave, or the odd traveler that has thought that our town was an easy mark.
So if some looting were to happen from bandits, you would say that that's a good place that they would hide out in?
Definitely. Though, like I said, it's been a few years since we've had any real bandits attempt to take up residence. There could be any number of bandit hideouts in the forest around, but we don't get a lot of visitors around here, and most bandit camps at most come and raid for food and drink.
Well, thank you so much for your help.
Yes.
Um,
I would caution you against using violence in the tavern. The proprietor's son and daughter are both well, the son is the one who runs the tavern for most of the time now. The daughter is, I guess, would be our captain, if we could say that. I mean, we're a small town militia, and we only have a handful of people that volunteer to keep guard of the town.
no violence, got it.
If you could refrain from it, that would be great. Yes.
Noemi is going to walk away a bit from the earshot of the militia guard, and she's gonna approach Aether and said, by the way, I don't think we ever asked, what was your merchants that you were planning on selling?
Oh, just some items here and there. Some common magical items I crafted. Nothing big.
It's a very
Were you just going town to town?
Yeah. Just I am a traveling merchant. That's up until now that's been my go-to.
Fair enough.
up until now.
Up until, my items went missing.
Were they expensive? Do you want us to track it down?
You can't really put a price on. I mean, you can. They're. I made them myself, so I guess I was gonna sell them for a pretty penny. All the trouble I went to.
No. I mean, he's gonna be like, wow,
So
it must be
pretty
hard. It must be hard being a merchant if
rough.
you can't put prices to things.
It's a rough life. It's a rough life.
You said you made your your merchandise, but what exactly were you selling?
The common or sometimes uncommon magical items.
Essentially, Aether, you would be exactly like common magical items, the occasional uncommon. If you get really lucky and get a good set of materials, you might make the odd rare magic item, but those are time consuming and expensive for you to even make. And it's very rare that you recoup all the money that you spent on making a rare item.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Oh,
You-
well, we just heard from the militia guard over there that, you know, that could be a bandit hideout.
That could be a good place to start. You know, I looked at that cave and it looked pretty interesting, brimming with potential. Yes. So I feel like what all of you are saying is that we should probably go to that cave and investigate.
Well, if you want your stuff back,
Well, we were
I
gonna
know
go
we
to
have
Well,
our own
Taverns.
goals too, but
that would be plenty of help. Actually,
Why don't we get you settled at the tavern first, and maybe we can come back together after that.
sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna like group huddle real quick with our group.
Okay.
Be like, okay. Dude, I don't think we need to tell him what we're actually here for. But
yeah.
do we let him tag along? Because it sounds like he really wants us to go with him.
I don't know. He's been hinting at it for like the past 30 minutes. Uh, yeah, I say don't let him know. I think just being there to help as an adventuring team is passable enough.
Should
Maybe
we
he
do
could.
this first before we, I guess, ask the elder about the things that might be happening?
If you guys want to split up, maybe some of us go to the tavern with him, and another person or another group goes to the elder. We can do that, but I don't see why not.
Tybalt speaks up to this. Well, the militiaman said that the elder is possibly in the tavern, so it would be like two birds, one stone. Honestly, I don't. I think that if he went into that ruin and he looks up at the like skull-faced mountain by himself, and that is where we're going as well, it could be a lot more dangerous for him to go alone.
Hmm.
I guess an
Okay.
extra head on our team also wouldn't be bad there.
Agreed.
I'm not sure if he just got unlucky and was jumped, or if he just really doesn't know how to take care of himself.
Noemi is watching him as he coughs up blood, and it says, I think it's the second one.
I mean, you can't be a traveling merchant without having to have defended yourself before. But, I mean, even the best fighter will get overwhelmed.
We'll go to the tavern, and while we question, we can just distract him with the beer.
Agreed.
Sounds good. I guess like as we're like riding over there too, I want to ask like, do you think we should go to the mountain tonight, or maybe first thing in the morning tomorrow? It's been
We
a
should
long day.
definitely rest up.
If we're going after bandits, would it be a better idea to go at night or in the morning?
I mean,
Or bandits, they might not even be there at night.
I definitely would suggest us waiting till the morning just to get a lay of the land. But that's up to you guys. If you feel that we're up to it, I don't want to stay out in town in case what we are here for like spots us and has time to prepare. but at the same time, I don't feel like rushing in is a good idea either.
I can agree with that.
I think we
Okay.
enter Scary Caves at daylight.
There we go. All right. Tavern it is.
All right. Then we'll rest here, look for info, and see where it takes us. I guess I'll pull the cart, both Aether's cart and our wagon, kind of up to the side and tie the horses and stuff.
Okay. As you approach the weird wyvern, you do notice that there is a a definite like better maintained building to this old tavern where it's like it looks to be actually put on a brick foundation. The wood seems to be well treated and well carved. The slate and shingle roofing seems to be done pretty well. Not to say that the rest of these houses that you're passing as you come to the tavern are in bad repair, but like it seems that more attention has been paid to the inn than any of the other like houses, due to it being like the oldest building in town, as well as potentially the town elders business.
Business.
But
You were able to park relatively easy. With your cart. After you park your cart, are you guys going into the tavern?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk in, there is a low fire in the fireplace, knocking off any chill that the recent rain that had passed this way might still be lingering. There is a little bit of a low rumble of about 8 or so people eating food and drinking some. There is no music going on, as like there's like no hired person to play. You see a couple like townsfolk in the like around a table playing like a some card game that you're not familiar with. But yeah, it's a very cozy and comfortable village tavern.
Okay. I guess I'll approach the barkeep, look for like a young man. Supposedly that's the son.
Yes, you do. Give me un moment, por favor, and I will pull a picture of them up.
Are you guys able to draw? I don't see the pencil icon anymore.
I cannot draw.
Oh no, no more
It has
yeah, no,
been
I
drawing.
taken
can't draw
away.
either.
Batch.
No.
It's so
I didn't do
sad.
it. I don't know. It might not be in the newest update, or I might not have this updated just yet. I did
All I
not
can do
check.
is measure.
Our
All I
power
can
has been
do is
taken away.
measure. We'll just use this one. This one's not that big of a deal. Ba 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 da ba 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 da. Where did it go? As you approach the bar, there is a bit of a kerfuffle going on.
Oh.
You see a pleasant looking young man behind the bar, cleaning out a mug, like rag in hand, wiping out a wood carved mug. I'm just gonna show you their sister because it's just a boy version of this character, as they are twins. And I cannot find a picture that looks close enough to the sister to make it the male twin. The only difference is that he does not have the breastplate and shield or sword. He's got like a long knife on his hip, but other than that, there is like no armor. And he is arguing with another young lady who looks almost identical to him in a breastplate with a shield on her back, sword at her hip. Both of them have like this pale cerulean colored hair, yellow eyes. The man's hair is shorter. The girl's hair is long and pulled up into a tight ponytail with a bit of the hair like extending back. This is the sister that you see, and her brother looks exactly like her, only a guy and in like regular tavern keeper's clothing, which is just like leather pants and like a white button-up, like white tunic button-up shirt. And they are arguing as you come up. The young man is like kind of clacks the cup down in the bar and is like, Asper, you know as well as I do that mom and dad are not going to let you run off into the mountains on some hunch that may not even be real. And you hear the female Asper go, yeah, that's why I want you to cover for me in case they do ask about me. Asper, I'm not lying to mom and dad while you go off and get yourself killed. Because best case scenario, there's nothing up there and you run into a bear or a pack of wolves or any other number of things that could be out in the forest. And worst case scenario, there are bandits or something else that hasn't messed with us yet enough to like have dad like take you and the militia up there to deal with. And she like kind of puts her hand on her sword at her hip and goes, what, are you saying that I'm not strong enough to protect myself?
Ooh, says Noemi in the background.
It's about this time that you guys come up. The male twin looks over and is like, Asper, we'll talk about this later. Hi, welcome to the Weird Wyvern. Sorry if you overheard any of that. How can I help you?
We'd like a room. And perhaps a place to keep our wagon. We'll be here for the next couple of days. Actually, we would like 2 rooms, looking at our party.
Okay, we definitely have the rooms, though those are the only 2 rooms open, so like if you need more at a later date, you're just gonna have to deal with like bunking together. But other than that, yeah, we can give you 2 rooms. Travelers usually it's usually 5 silver for a room for the week. Both rooms will run you a gold piece.
Okay, I'll pay a gold piece.
All right. They give you 2 wooden key, or he gives you 2 wooden keys. You'll just slot them in under the handle, and they'll unlock. The only way they unlock is with the wood chit. So they open from the inside without it, but like if you're trying to go into it and the door is closed, they're auto locked. Okay.
Okay.
All right. My name is Casca. If you need anything, I am usually here tending the bar.
Well met, Casca. You may call me Emille, and these are my company here. Byggen and Noemi and Tybalt.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. It's good to meet you all.
Yes.
This feisty young thing behind you is my sister Asper.
Noemi waves and says, I couldn't help but overhear that the mountain is a popular topic of discussion.
You see Casca kind of put his head in his hand like, oh, I wish you wouldn't have said anything. And Asper jumps up off the stool and is like, see, Casca, even the travelers can understand the need to go and scout the mountain every so often.
Scout? No. It just looks, looming, coming into town.
Ominous.
Ominous. An eyesore, I think the militia said.
Casca just kind of sighs and, yes, it is an eyesore. And Asper, you're not wrong that we should scout it every so often to make sure someone that we have not known about previously has not taken up residence in there. The issue is you need to get Father's blessing to go, and you need to take the rest of the militia with you. And with Father busy, he cannot protect the town and do his other business. So until he has time to set aside for you and the rest of the militia to go up there, and what happens if some random monster comes wandering out of the woods? What happens if, like, traveling packs of bandits come into town? We have 4 people and Father to protect us. If 3 of them, or if 4 of them are gone, that just leaves Father. Asper looks at you all and then looks at her brother and is like, ugh. If the travelers can even tell that there's a looming ominousness to the mountain, then I think that in and of itself says that we should keep constant vigil on it. And she kind of like huffs and like sits back down in her stool and like throws her head in her like crosses her arms and throws her head down on the bar, like pouting. You'll have to forgive her. She's a big fish in a small pond here, thinking that she's destined for something more. I hope travel from wherever you came from was easy and you didn't get stopped on the road or anything.
Looks over at Aether.
About that, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna let Aether
Yeah.
explain this.
We all look over.
And step aside.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just looking at these people playing cards.
Wow.
But hey, well, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm just gonna. So my name's Aether. Yeah, I was ransacked, attacked even by some bandits on the way here. So that might be a problem. That's yeah. I'm usually a merchant. I usually have this card. Well, I still have this card thanks to these lovely people, but it's missing a what? A wheel? Items? Yeah, it's
When the wheels is broken
crazy.
and your merchandise was stolen.
It's crazy. Yep.
He's a merchant without merchandise.
Well, it
But
looked
nice to meet you.
nice
to
meet
be
you.
here.
Well, I do apologize for any bandits that might have been coming from around our town. He looks back over at his sister. When Father gets here, I will let him know that some travelers got accosted, and I'm sure he will put time away soon for you to go and check out the mountain. She just
Yeah,
kind
do
of
not worry.
blows like
Sorry,
a
what?
strand of blue hair out of like he puffs and blows a strand of blue hair out of her face.
Don't worry about it though, because we're gonna go. What, tomorrow? I think it was tomorrow. We're gonna head over to the mountain and investigate. Or I believe, right, team.
If that is indeed your goal, I would caution. Um, again, the mountain has been there for a long time, and most of the traps and whatnot that were inlaid in it have been triggered and scouted. There are still plenty of area in the ruins that are inaccessible due to whatever magics were used in the creation of it, but every now and again something a little bit more dangerous than a group of bandits pops up there.
Oh, duly noted. Duly noted. I couldn't help overhearing that your sister wants to head over too, right? Why doesn't she come with us? I think the more the merrier, right?
You see at this Asper gets like an excited fervor in her eyes, and Casca holds up his hand and she kind of slumps back down. Apologies. While I do thank you for the offer, that's something that has to be decided by our father. Asper is the captain of our town militia here, and my father is getting up in age, and we don't want to strain him with leaving the town unguarded except for by him.
Fair enough, but I mean, this could be. It's okay. If anything, we'll talk to him. But if this could be a good experience for her. From what I see, she's gonna be the town defender one day. So sure. I don't know how much experience she has, but
she's already. You see that she's got a number of like battle scars. She's well experienced already. Asper has been training with that sword at her hip for as long as she could properly hold it.
and with all the more reason, your father should just stay here and take it easy, right?
Well, if anyone of the militia does go, it would be Asper. Father won't leave the town undefended. It's just that if he sends our militia, it falls to him to defend the town instead of him and the militia to defend. 5 people are better than 1.
Well, there we have it.
There we have what? I don't think we came to the same conclusion.
Do not worry.
Noemi
I give him a wink.
looks over at Emille and says, "Deja vu."
It does feel awfully familiar.
Anyways, so are you looking for drinks? Would you like something to drink, something to eat?
Food and drink sounds nice. We've been on the road
Look
for
over
a
to
while.
Emille.
We do
Empty my
have
pockets.
standard
Hey.
ale, and we have like a different assortment of juices and like of course water. Though our father does brew a very fine wine if you would like some of that as well. It's a little bit more on the expensive side, but it is worth every ounce of coin that is placed for it.
Noemi shall
Sword to Emille again.
Noemi shall try the wine.
And then for food, we have 2 choices. You can either have like what is on service for today, or you can have a vegetable and fruit plate.
Oh.
A plate and drink will, depending on the drink, will run you a silver piece. For the wine, a plate with the wine will run you 2.
2 silver pieces? You said?
Yes.
2 silver pieces it is. And as Noemi digs around her coin purse, she notices Aether, who is making puppy dog eyes with no money. And she says, what do you want?
What do you want?
Well, it's been a long travel, so I will have one of everything, por favor.
Well, so you want the regular plate and the vegetable plate?
Yeah. When in Rome, or I mean,
Okay.
when around here.
Do you want
I
water,
suppose.
juice, ale, or wine?
Ooh, give me some ale. Give me. You say your dad like has like a. That's the wine. Give me the wine. Give me the wine. Give me the specials.
It's going to be 3 silver altogether for that then.
Noemi
I'm gonna
shells
stare
out.
at people.
Noemi hands over 3 more silver pieces.
God bless. God's blessed.
Is anyone else getting food?
Byggen will take a plate and some ale.
For those who get the regular plate, it is some animal that has been raised as like a slaughter animal, kind of like a cow or boar or something, and like some farm vegetables like boiled potatoes and roasted corn and stuff like that. The fruit and vegetable plate is a lot more of raw food. Like it's like fresh blueberries and whatever fruit are in season with some like carrots and like raw broccoli and stuff like that. The ale is low quality at best. Not because like it's made to be low quality. It's just they don't brew ale here, so there's not a brew house. So any ale that they get is like from merchants that are passing through, and it's been traded off of. And so they don't ever know when another like ale merchant will come through, so they stretch it. It's kind of watered down. There's a variety of like juices, like fruit juices that are provided as well if you want that. Of course, there's water, and then if you want the wine, there's always the wine. Tybalt is going to take a vegetable plate with some water. Emille?
I'll probably do the vegetable plate and water too.
Okay. You all pay. It's a silver for the vegetable plate and water, 2 silver for the plate and wine, a silver for the plate and ale. You get your food, and he Casca looks over and is like, just pick an open table and enjoy.
I still kind of want to know what the card game is.
It just like it's one of those card games that like it's like a local card game. Like if you walked in on like some older people playing like cribbage or spades or something to that effect.
Okay, gotcha.
It doesn't seem like they're not playing for money, they're just passing the time. The food is rustic but good. Again, the ale is low quality due to it being like watered down to make it last longer. The wine, for those who got the wine, is very sweet, but good. It seems to be seasonal. So whatever the season before this, like the leftover fruit was turned into wine to kind of make use of everything. As you guys are eating, Tybalt looks over and is like, "This is a small town."
It is a small town.
Like, this is a very small town.
Noemi nods.
I mean, they have good food though, but I don't see how like a blood cult could have taken up residence here.
Am I hearing
maybe
this?
that's why. Oh, is he hearing this?
He would have like lowered his voice with the blood cult.
I try to
part.
hear in.
Tybalt has not thought about like Aether being there, so he's just like, I couldn't see a blood cult being here and like them not noticing.
I will keep an ear out.
I mean, maybe it's just, you wouldn't guess they would, so you don't even think about it. Even though they have that massive mountain that looks like a red flag.
They also didn't bat an eye the moment we rode in either, so it's possible they kind of just drifted on in.
I wouldn't rule it out, yeah.
Potentially, but like them not batting an eye really like is a red flag for me. Like I don't see how a village this tiny, just lets people come in and go. You know what I mean?
You think there might be something more sinister here?
I don't think there's something more sinister. Maybe I'm just being overly suspicious, but it really doesn't make sense for like bandits, cultists to come and take resident in the mountain, and they're just like, oh, we'll just go check on the mountain whenever we think it's necessary. You know what I mean? Like,
That is true.
It does seem suspicious.
what
It does seem very suspicious.
the militia said that there was like 40 people in this town. Like a good bandit like group could come in here and take this town over in no time, especially if they only have 4, and he like does air quote guards and 1 old man.
You think it's something, I guess, less sinister, but something organized?
What if it's just simply that like whoever's in the mountain is paying them like to leave them alone? What if they know someone's up there and they're just like, it's not doing anything. They're giving us a little bit of money here and there to leave them alone, so they leave us alone. So why would we worry about it?
I would say keep your ears open, I guess, but I don't think I'd start dropping hints that we're gonna go up there to everyone, though.
I mean, I think Emille was right. We do need to talk to the elder just to make sure that we're not stepping on anyone's toes.
It's a good idea.
At this point, I'm gonna be like, so what's it about blood and cults?
Oh,
Tybalt looks at the rest of the group.
yeah, Noemi says, you got some blood on you.
No, no, but I heard something about like cultists.
No, eat your food.
Hmm.
Well, we were told when we come from the capital that like cultists are pretty prevalent in this country. So like, and they said every now and again a cult will take residence in the mountain. It seems weird to me that no one would know about that. At this point, Aether, if you would like to roll insight, you're more than welcome to see if he's being truthful.
With advantage or
Oops.
disadvantage or just normal?
It's just normal. Just normal.
Damn.
Oops, I wrote it private. There you
Oh,
go.
Wow.
he's definitely being flighty.
About you blew it.
Yeah. There's definitely more than he's letting on. It's a feasible lie, but it doesn't necessarily ring true to you.
The boys are sweating.
Was that all? Like, you guys feel very familiar with this, as if you've come across a cult or make deals with them or something. What is this? Did I run into a shady group?
Wow.
You listen here, sir.
We bought you
shady?
food.
We are the dragons of Evernathis. Sorry.
There's no dragons here.
Never partake in shady deals.
Never.
We would
Not
never
us.
do her.
How dare you accuse us?
J'accuse.
You're not hooligans, aren't you?
Give us the
No.
platinum back.
We're not hooligans. We dealt with a run-in with a minor cult in the capital, but nothing that we couldn't handle. Being seasoned.
What'd you do for them?
No, we had a
Ooh.
run-in with them. We didn't deal with them.
Can I roll for instead again?
Yes, this will be disadvantaged because there is a very
Disadvantage.
clear. He is trying his best to be very persuasive at this moment.
Okay, public roll disadvantage.
Be good for disadvantage.
It's not that you don't believe it. He's just being very forthcoming, so it's more believable. that like
Mm,
they just kind of had a run-in with a cult. Not that anything was like they didn't make any. As far as you're aware, they did not make any deals with a cult.
well, seems you guys seem like a solid bunch. All right, all good. Okay. Carry on. You should really try this.
Tybalt picks up some
This
fruit,
dinner.
like stuffing his face so that he does not drop any more information than the group wants the newcomer to have. That was very good. Nom 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 nom.
Right? Yeah. I might even get seconds. You know. Whew. Looks at the table.
Don't even get seconds. Looks at people buying my food. Eventually, you hear the door to the inn open, and an older man walks in, full beard, wind tousled hair, kind of like that middle-aged paunch that a lot of guys get, in like a leather tunic shirt and like baggier pants. Has like a walking staff with him as he walks in, and like beelines towards the bar. Anyone that cares to listen would hear Casca go, "Father, you're back."
Noemi looks.
I stare.
I will listen intently.
I vividly stare. Eye
He's
contact.
like, "Yes, the the family down the way from us was able to deliver a healthy baby boy. I'm just glad that I could be there to help with the delivery."
That's so cute. That's so nice.
That's so suspicious.
Mm.
You hear Cass go, "Well, that's good. I'm glad you were there. Not that I don't think that they could have handled it on their own, but it's always nice to have a healer there when you can." "That is true." And you see the older man look over at his daughter and just put a hand on her shoulder and be like, "My dear Asper, why are you pouting so early in the day?" "Father, I would like your permission to go scout the mountain." "Oh? And what, pray tell, leads you to believe there's a reason to scout the mountain?"
Oh no.
And those who are watching, look over as she points directly at Aether. That traveler was accosted coming to our village by bandits. They could have taken up residence in the mountain." You watch as his eyes and head turn to follow Asper's pointing, and he goes, "Ah, well, I guess I should go speak with them then."
Noemi shovels food in her mouth.
He begins to walk over to your table.
Nom nom.
Salutations, Chief.
Well met, travelers. My name is Malcolm. Malcolm Wildbow. I am the elder of this village. It seems that you expressed to my daughter that you had some trouble coming to the village. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, at least me. I had a bit of a run-in. I got jumped while I was, you know, setting up to go to this town. I got jumped by a couple of bandits and tied up in the forest. And these lovely travelers were just stopping by and helped me on the way here. And apparently now we're gonna go tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken, we're gonna go tomorrow and check out the mountain. We hear rumors about cultists and bandits around.
He kind of cocks an eye at the word cultist, but doesn't say anything. He's like,
Can Noemi insight
Well.
or perception, perceive or insight that?
it would be insight.
Insight.
I would also like to insight.
Noemi
By all
thinks
you,
everything is
he's-
good.
Boy, he's hard to read behind that beard.
What a lovely beard, says Noemi.
Interesting,
So-
man.
There is like some suspicion in his body language, and a bit of incredulity. Like he kind of feels that you might be making it up, that there could be bandits in the mountain. It's not. He doesn't seem to be hiding any information that you could tell with a 15. Doesn't mean he isn't, but if he is, he's hiding it better than you currently can perceive.
Damn it. Also better than I can perceive.
Yes.
You know what?
Privately.
Privately, okay.
Privately.
Okay.
Oh,
Just default to private.
Okay. Oh, well.
Oh, okay.
He does
don't
not,
hide that next time.
with his body language, there is no like, oh, you found me out. It's more like, I think we would know if cultists were here. I mean, there is a bit of like him thinking that you're making it up about cultist.
Oh.
No, it's true. Or apparently, I mean, I don't know about the cultists. I think that's just a rumor. But I was listening to these guys talk about cultists and well, about how maybe people like cultists will hide there. But I don't know. I don't know anything about cultists. I'm just kind of here, honestly. I just wanted to come here and sell merch. That's just traveling.
I will say
And this
that
happened
we have
pretty.
had cultists take residence in the mountain before, though
See.
that has been a long time ago now.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
And to my knowledge, no one has taken up residence in the mountain. Doesn't mean that it could have missed my gaze. I am much more focused on the day-to-day helping of the people in my village. So it is not impossible that someone could have taken up residence.
Well,
But-
fair enough. Fair enough.
I also would not be one to jump and listen to any idle rumors of cultists in the mountains.
Noted. I will note that in my mental steel trap here.
I will say that if you are looking to climb and check out the ruins, I would advise caution. We do not own the mountain by any means, so you are free to journey there as you see fit. Though many areas of the mountain are still unexplored, and there's no telling what lies beyond. So I would have you know that you are responsible for anything that you uncover in there, be it for good or ill. should you lead any harm to my village, we will have problem.
No problems here.
Other than that, if there's any information that I can give to you that would may be of help, I am definitely willing to make it that much easier for you to explore.
Well, Noemi thinks that we should get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Start early in the morning.
Sounds like a plan.
If there are no questions that I can answer before I leave, I would like to ask you, young one, and he looks at you, Aether. Did these bandits have any iconography on their personage? Any symbols, banners, anything like that?
Well, I can't recall.
Roll me just a straight intelligence check.
Yes, sir. I'm blind. Where's the intelligence?
He was knocked on the head.
You do recall a symbol, but you cannot remember what it was a symbol of.
Yep. I barely remember this at all. I do not. I saw something, but I don't exactly know what I saw.
Is understandable. Being
Probably when I see it, I might remember, but at the time.
Well, if you happen to remember the symbol, please let my son or daughter know, and they will get back to me. If you cannot find me, I like to keep an eye out for any repeating symbols in case bandits or cultists that we have run off before are coming back for revenge.
We'll do.
As he turns to leave, I would like for all of you to make me a perception check. And then if you get above a 10, you'll notice one thing. If you get above a 15, you'll notice another.
I noticed 2 things.
8, baby, 8.
Wow, everyone but Aether notices both things. The first thing that everyone notices is, everyone that passed notices, is that while this man is older, in his mid 50s, early 60s, there is a strength behind his middle-aged frame. Yes, he is older, yes, there are wrinkles, but his hands, Emille, you notice, are not the hands of someone who has run a bar their entire life. There is a wiry muscle to this man under all of the age and good living. And there is a strength in his voice that denotes that when he says that there will be a problem should you bring any harm to the village, that it will definitely be a problem. How big of a problem is left to see, but it will be a problem. As he turns around, everyone's attention is caught by a small black and white animal, about 1.5 feet tall. Furry. Kind of derpy looking, but definitely like eating off of Tybalt's plate, who seemed not to notice. I will.
Is
Go ahead.
that his familiar?
You're not sure where it came from,
Can I
but
pick
it
it up
wasn't
by?
there. It wasn't there before he showed up. I will. So the one that I'm going to post is like pure white. But the one that like is on the table is like half black, half white, kind of like a Harlequin rabbit.
Can I pick it up by the like scruff of its neck?
Make me a make me either a make me an athletics check with advantage because it is busy.
18.
Quick hands.
Snatched.
Snatched.
Wing snatched.
The ears fly off my.
Holy.
Actually, a rat.
Holy shit. You were just having a
Jeff!
conversation.
Oh my
and...
gosh, we missed you, Jeff.
Oh.
You snatch it by the scruff of the neck, and it just kind of like pulls up like a cat would, and looks at you with an intelligence that most animals do not have.
What you got there?
I wish I knew.
You see in its hands is like a berry bigger than its head from Tybalt's plate, and it just opens its mouth and shoves the entire thing in there.
Quite the hungry little fella, apparently.
Tybalt's like, hey, that was mine.
I'm gonna look over to the elder. Does the elder notice this happening?
No. He's turned away and is walking back towards the bar.
Noemi feeds another berry.
It eats it happily.
I kind of just say out loud, like, does this belong to anyone? And I kind of point at the little guy.
The elder looks back and is like, ugh.
Oh.
Curses.
You are a nuisance. And he walks over. I do apologize about my companion. And he holds his hand out for you to place the animal in his hand.
Yep. I will gently place it there.
This is Scavenger. My children call him Scav for short.
He's a good scavenger.
Very adorable.
Well, hungry.
Very demure.
He is quite ravenous when he is not hibernating. See.
Noemi feeds another berry and says, well, we have a little furry companion of our own.
Is that true?
Yeah, and she brings out Jeff.
You watch a scavenger try
my
to pick
God.
up Jeff and eat him.
No.
Oh, no,
Jeff is
never
in my
mind.
hand.
Smack Scavenger's hand. Like, no, stop it.
Jeff
You
is
see
in
that
my
like,
hand.
he has 3 fingers and thumbs.
You have thumbs?
Wait, what?
It has thumbs.
Oh my god.
You see this like weird little like thing that like is now sitting in the palm of the elder's hand, like has 3 like little pudgy fingers and opposable thumbs. and like you smack its hand, and it kind of like draws it back, like you just like it just touched a hot stove, and is like, I'm sorry. Scav is omnivorous and will eat anything big enough to fit in his mouth.
Well, Jeff certainly does not fit in his mouth.
You would be surprised.
And Noemi's gonna like shield her body, like turn away from to hide
Hold
Jeff.
on.
I don't think we want to find out.
Hold on. And like you see him, he turns the animal in his hand, is like, Scavenger, apologize. That is a friend, not food. And you see the little like rodent thing like nod as if it understands, and then hops down off of the elder's hand and goes and grabs like a piece of bread from Tybalt's plate and hands it to Jeff as like an apology.
I feel like everyone
What a
is
nice little
just
guy.
stealing from Tybalt.
What a
Handed
nice
it
little
to him
guy,
like
though.
it was his.
Yeah.
Tybalt crying in the back.
Or Tybalt.
You see that Jeff is like hesitant. Let's be fair. Jeff is a rat.
Jeff is
And-
a rat.
Not like rats are relatively intelligent, right? For animals.
Yes.
This
Killed
thing has
dragons before.
He has not.
He has. He has.
I don't know. I think he
Absolutely
has.
not.
He
You can
definitely has.
you can report that lie all you want to. He has not killed dragons.
He was part of the party that did.
That's
And
true.
you realize, as smart as Jeff is, this thing is smarter.
Noemi's
But
gonna.
Jeff takes the crust of bread.
Oh, okay. Noemi was gonna intercept and take it for Jeff, just in case some funny business was going on. But
And you watch as it stands up on its hind legs and pats Jeff on the head.
What a nice guy.
apology accepted, says Noemi.
Can I just take some of my food and put it on Tybalt's plate?
Yeah.
To replace some of it.
Jill's just like,
More
"Thing
for
is
the
stealing
Tybalt.
from me to get to other things."
Oh boy.
Sorry, they're too intelligent for their own good.
May I inquire what species he is?
He is a skug.
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 Yes.
Like a skunk slug?
No, skug is short for slug cat.
Oh, SC.
Okay.
Does Noemi see any resemblance to a slug?
When the word slug cat is said, you see Scavenger like flops down on its belly and loafs up like a cat would, and you cannot tell that it has arms or legs. It's just one long head with a tail.
I'm gonna try to pet it.
Oh. I imagine a scat would be easier to say. Looks more of a scat.
Scat means poop.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
an unfortunate name.
Or scat man.
It does look like a scat, though.
Yeah, fair.
They are they are anomalies of wild magic done here a long time ago. I happened to raise them in my youth, and Scav was one of the last ones that I raised. They make great companions.
Are
They're
they
intelligent. They can do complex tasks. But
Would one
they
acquire
are,
one?
Yeah, how would one acquire one?
Well, so here's the thing. They are native to these areas, the south of Drusoria, or of Esnaria. They are pernicious little things. They will eat you out of house and home. And depending on the type of skug that you get, can be quite volatile. They are as smart as a human in some aspects. They can use weapons. They can form intelligent and complex ideas. They are quite hungry, and when they enter a hibernation, they will sleep for up to 2 weeks to a month before waking up again, ready to eat and get into anywhere that they can fit their skull through.
Yeah, I was thinking about a pet, not a party member.
Well,
Yeah.
don't misunderstand me. They make adequate pets. It's
Hmm.
just
Adequate.
they are also
Expensive.
Ooh.
not expensive. They while they eat a lot, unless you get one of the Largo skugs, they're not going to eat you out of house and home. They just eat quite a bit before their next hibernation cycle. Watch. And you see, like, he places Scav down on the table. And Scav kind of, like, sets up on his, like, haunches and, like, looks around. And, Malcolm will take out a small, like, sprig of a tree and grow it into about a 6-inch, like, javelin. And he will hand it to Scav, and he will flick a like worn, like a worry rock that's had like the middle of it worn out of it, and Scav's ears will flick back, and he'll throw the javelin and spear the ring with the javelin to the table.
Is it like a bullseye?
Yeah.
Noemi's gonna nudge Emille and says, "You got competition."
I wonder if he knows Hunter's mark.
There have been some skugs that I've seen that are capable of rudimentary magic.
I'm convinced they are people.
Nothing quite like that of a trained magician or someone born with the innate sorceress abilities, but they can wield a amount of natural magics.
If we find one on our travels, we'll see how we feel.
If you find one on your travels, there is a couple of things you should be wary of. One, they move around in family units or packs. I've never seen more than 6 in a pack, and that's 2 adults, 2 adolescents, and 2 pups. If they are large and rotund, they are largos. Ingenious little creatures that can eat quite a bit and have a heft to them that is deceptive. There are some that, again, can wield rudimentary magics. Some of them grow quills. Some of them are more speedy. Some of them can make tools. They can tame other creatures to use at their leisure. So, while keeping one as a pet they make, again, adequate pets. They are also quite a handful if you're not ready for that sort of commitment. They also have a tendency to, well, the smaller ones have a tendency to store one thing that they deem precious in like a second stomach or an internal pouch. The Largo ones can store up to 3 things in these pouches.
Oh my gosh, it's a party member with a backpack.
I plan
I'm warming up
on
to it.
I plan on breeding a couple more for my kids when they come of age, but I have to be careful what I breed them with there, or like what species I breed together, because you can get ones that are more involved than others. Make quite interesting pets if you're willing to take the time.
Well, this one sure is a cutie. And Noemi's gonna give it one more piece of berry.
It takes it and kind of just like eats half of it and holds the other half in its hand and nuzzles at your hand.
Noemi sold.
Again, they're very intelligent and they are not beyond manipulating other creatures to get what they want.
Oh, but Noemi has Helki. Oh no.
Byggen sold. We will hunt after.
Above game, has anyone ever seen the game Rain World?
Yes. The one you said
Yes.
slug
I have
cat,
not.
I knew exactly what it was.
Rain World?
Rain World. It's a procedurally generated side-scrolling platformer.
Oh my
yeah,
god!
I've seen it.
Okay, yeah.
It's
It's a
very
super hard game. Yeah.
It's very hard. I got it for Christmas and beat my first run on it like 2 days ago.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Nice,
congrats. I never made
Um,
it past like the second mark thing.
Yeah. Well, so there are two initial slug cats available. One is the white one, Survivor, and the other one is a yellow one called Monk. And I beat Monk's campaign. I still haven't. I've soft locked myself on Survivors.
Mm.
It's a very hard game.
Mm.
If you end up ever purchasing it, I would, and it's on all systems: Steam, Switch, Xbox. I would recommend if you purchase it on Steam that you play it with a controller, because the like platforming that you have to do in the game on mouse and keyboard is something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
We'll take note.
But yeah,
You gotta check it out.
you see Scavenger run up and like kind of flop its long body around Malcolm's neck. No. They also have a tendency, if you do acquire one, to come back from the dead.
Oh.
Not all of them do this, mind you. But some of them have the ability to... You know the saying that a cat has 9 lives.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It's something to that effect. They are terribly afraid of the rain, though. But yes. If you need anything, you can find me here or at my wife's general store. If you need any supplies before going into the mountain, you can check there as well. We are a modest community, but we do have the basics. And he will walk away with his friend and pet. It's like that little bastard stole from me.
Noemi pats Tybalt.
Nice little intro.
Poor guy.
If it wasn't so cute, I would have shot it.
Oh.
Wow, he is taking this very personally.
I don't
Yeah.
like being, like, if it would have asked, I would have gladly given the cute little bastard some food.
Tybalt's hangry.
I give Tibble some of my food. I'm like,
That you
hey
also
man,
didn't pay for.
I'll pay you guys back. But here you go.
I don't like having, like, food taken off my plate without, it being offered.
I'm gonna open my arms, like gesturing for a hug. Like,
No, it's
come
okay.
here.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
So Aether, you said that you made your own wares?
Mm-hmm.
And they're magical?
Mm-hmm.
What do they usually do?
Depends on the item.
Did you say you make some
Okay, but
combat items?
Like sell us on them, you're a merchant.
Yeah, no, like it depends on the item. Like I can make an, let's say, I'll make you, like an amulet of like for your health. Like it really depends on the items.
Noemi's thinking to herself.
Of course, I would also need the stuff to make them, but
Noemi's thinking to herself that he's not really selling himself well.
How about after we help you out with this whole business, you could help us out with a couple items?
I would have to get currency to make that money. I mean that those items and I would have to like get the materials. But yeah, sure.
Take that as a yes.
I think that's
Nice.
a long way of saying yes.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time, but yeah, of course. As a token of my appreciation, how could I say no?
Gotta ask, if we're gonna be going up there, how confident are you in fighting?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I can defend myself pretty well.
So, if all four of us came at you right now,
5. Noemi holds up Jeff.
that guy killed dragons.
This is Jeff. He's a dragon slayer.
I don't think
They're
all
all
of you, at least two, at least maybe 2.
At least you're not lying. We know that. But
Yeah,
fair enough.
I could probably take two of you with me.
What is your weapon of choice?
Well, I have this gun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
holds
Got-
up a
Yeah.
very fancy pistol.
Does it do anything special?
Yeah, it does.
Noemi's gonna look at it.
But that's
and
no.
be like, I think that gun might be slightly the reason why bandits target you. It looks so fancy.
Yeah, probably. I'm also a merchant, that easy targets.
That gun something you collected or made yourself?
It took some time.
The
Yeah,
person that taught you how to make magic items is the person that made that gun for you.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we won't have to see it in action, but good to know.
Well, get a good night's sleep. We're leaving bright and early in the morning.
Wait, hang on. Check this out. And I look at and I point to a mug. And I go, hey, how do I use this? Help God.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to use a spell.
Noemi grows
What spell?
concerned as he's calling for
I'm trying
God.
to use the tiny servant spell.
Do you have? Oh, hold on. Let me check it.
Yeah, I was preparing
Oh yes, I've added my spell too.
You watch as you watch as he touches the mug, and it shakes violently for a second, and arms and legs pop out of the mug.
Is it Tybalt's mug?
No.
Oh.
And it like has like one, like it opens like a singular like eye and looks up at you, Aether, waiting for instruction.
Just follow me around. For now.
It salutes and then like stands at attention, waiting for you to move.
I like gesture to it, like jazz hands.
It copies you. Emille, make me a history check. With a 24, his equipment, the fact that he can make magic items, this spell in particular, you see also as he casts the spell, he holds up like, because you have to use your implement when you cast the spell, Aether, that like, he holds up like this strange tool and like touches the mug. These are all telltale signs of artifice.
I knew it. Kind of proud of myself, but
Yeah.
I knew it.
all of it is telltale signs of artifice.
Using guns, making magical items. I was like, it checks out.
There are plenty of artificers in Flostayne. It's kind of where the ability to be an artificer is most common, or like in Flostayne, the country that you're from. But yeah, all the telltale signs of being an artificer. Now, some of them are more combat focused. Some of them are less combat focused, just like some wizards are more combat focused than other wizards. But it is a learned skill. It is not something that he was innately born with.
Also, you seem to be a long ways away from, I guess, more magic tolerant areas.
I guess, yeah. That's I've been charting for a long time.
Are you from this continent? Are you from Druso? No.
Isnaria.
Esnaria. Are you from Esnaria?
Crow, that is up to you. Artifice, the
What's
artificer
the-
job is more heavily found in Flostayne,
Yeah,
the
I was
country
gonna
where all of you
say.
started. But like, you can be from anywhere.
Yeah, Flostayne. Yeah, no, I'm originally from Flostayne. The Flostayne.
Oh.
Awesome.
What a coincidence. Both me and Byggen are actually from Flostayne. Flostayne, actually.
It's a town. You're not from Flostayne, Aether, but like you know of it. It's a town that's like a few years away from being lifted into the sky, like a lot of the other major cities in Flostayne is.
Yeah. Okay, I know of that place.
Well, it's nice to meet a fellow countryman out here. I'm gonna like raise my water glass.
To Flostayne.
to home.
I look at my mug. Okay, jump.
It jumps.
I'm gonna like clank my mug against the moving one.
Be careful with the eye. Oh no.
It's an eye, but it's not like an actual eye.
Ooh.
So yeah. But yeah, you guys can finish eating. As you finish eating though, Asper comes and sits at your table.
Damn.
Noemi raises her glass in welcome.
Are you guys seriously going up to the mountain?
Yes, we intend to on sunrise.
Cool. So if I were to say sneak off, would you let me come with you?
I'm gonna look to the rest of the party.
Noemi's like, well, I mean, theoretically, if I didn't hear anything and, we found you and we were just tagged along and it was too late to turn back, I mean, what could we do?
But now I know.
Or do
Or one
you?
gold coin.
Oh.
For a gold coin.
Yeah, for a gold coin. You can buy my signs for 1 coin.
I don't know if I want my name on that deal.
Wait, what are you telling her?
He's saying for a gold coin,
Tag
he won't tell her dad.
Oh,
He wants
wow,
to snitch.
extortion
A true
on the elder's
merchant.
daughter. Wow.
A true merchant.
Oh, feels familiar. Wow.
She produces like a gold coin.
All right, I take it. Honestly, I would have done it for free, but I am. I kind of don't have money, so this is very much appreciated. Thank you.
Oh my god.
So you're a crook.
No.
You might be approaching, but
Well, I hope that you have a good and safe travel tomorrow. Hopefully, you will not meet anything that you cannot handle. Wink, wink. Yeah, and she will awkwardly walk off like she did not just do what she did.
Before
All right,
you
love.
go,
Yes?
is there? Correct me if I'm wrong here, but it seems like you might have a reason why you really want to go up there. Something that you're not telling us?
A tea.
Can I talk about it tomorrow when we meet up? Because if I talk about it now, there's a chance that my dad or brother will hear, and I'll get called a worry wart and a bunch of other things.
if we wait till the morning, we might send you back in the morning.
Damn.
Come
Putting
meet
his
me
foot
out
down.
by the dock in 10 minutes. Then
To the dock.
There's a dock behind the tavern.
All right, walk away. Look natural.
She looks
See you
awkward.
later.
She
as
looks not natural.
She okay. For reference, Byggen, you are middle-aged, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a teenage girl who wants to be so much more than a small town militiaman. And while you're not a great father,
Ooh, shots
Oh,
fired.
by God, dude. Oh.
you were there for Oberon's most of his early childhood. And when you gave in and let your son do something adjacent to what he wants to do to placate the, like, bad idea. You know that she's probably capable of handling herself against any number of hired woodland bandits that walk around here, or maybe the occasional low-level monster. But you know that her father is the main source of protection for this village. The reason the militia has 4 people in it is because he acquiesced and let her pick up a sword. The village stands in this, like, forest because of her father, not because of any super impressive prowess on her end.
Okay, then I lean forward to the table. To everyone else. Does anyone else feel like this is a liability?
Well, I'm sure she can handle herself. I mean, she's the chief's daughter. She.
But if she comes with
I'm
us,
sure.
anything bad that happens is under our name.
No, we just found her there. Remember? Oh, she didn't come with us. We found her there.
I'm sure her gold just found its way into your pocket as well.
Oh no, I found this on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Noemi's gonna
Regardless,
take the gold and say, "Well, you owe me," so she just kind of yoinks it.
I do
say
not let you join.
We go hear her out on the dock, but just try to remember, we'll see. She's still just a kid. As you all know, I'm a great father. So
Noemi raises an eyebrow.
Whoa, you're a
Yeah.
dad?
Kind of. But anyways, let's.
Wait, what do you mean kind of? Wait,
Your kid
hang
loves
on.
you.
I have a feeling you'll find out eventually. So we'll talk about that when we get there. But yep.
Okay.
All the tellings
Onto
of
the
the
dock.
father.
Onto the docks in about 10 minutes. But remember, just a kid. So.
Eventually you guys make your way out, and she's kind of sitting there. Her boots are off, her feet are dangling off the dock, her toes kind of like treading water. She looks up at you as you come, and she's like, "I half expected you not to show up."
Well, if you're going to adventure with us in the morning, it's best we know who we are adventuring with. No?
Emille, roll me a insight check. Okay, never mind. You don't see anything.
My guard is down.
Oh no.
It's too dark.
As she stands up and is like, "Look, my dad is a warrior, and to be honest, his worry has
A
maintained
warrior. I heard a warrior, and I was like,
warrior. No,
like
my
a
dad,
fighter, right? Like a warrior.
No.
a worry.
Worry.
Oh, okay.
Worry.
And his intuition has served this tiny forest village well. But that doesn't mean that he's always correct. There's something going on up in the mountain. I know there is.
Why do you think so? Or why do you suspect so?
Because that mountain attracts bad people. When I was
Yep.
growing up, every couple of years we had some hodgepodge group of bandits, some aspiring cultist, some monster that took refuge there, right? None of it super impossible to clear out for my father. But still, bad people nonetheless, bad things nonetheless. And it's been about 2 years past due since someone else took up residence there. It's like clockwork. Bad people, bad things come, they take up residence. My dad and the militia run them out, and then we're clear for a little bit. It's a schedule you could set your harvest to if you really thought about it. But it's been quiet. And the only reason it would be quiet is because there's something going on. Now, Dad thinks that I am just eager and itching for a fight. And while he's not completely wrong in that assumption, I'm not just a child, like, wanting something to go wrong so I can go off and fight it. It doesn't make sense. If we've had it every few years for the past, as long as I've been alive, why would it all of a sudden just stop? It doesn't make sense.
No.
And he keeps saying that we should enjoy and relish in the fact that we've been able to, go so long without incident from the stupid ruins. But I think he just wants to keep me placated. He worries and is overprotective and would rather I just go and help my mother with the general store and leave all this swords and magic stuff to him.
Well, Noemi looks at Emille and says, I mean, you know, we don't. I don't see anyone following us. Of course not. But Noemi turns around and looks at her and says, but as adventurers and responsible travelers, we will have to tell you that you should listen to your father and leave the adventuring to us. Wink, wink.
Noemi, roll me insight.
One.
You don't notice anything either.
I feel that if you're this worried about danger nearby, we can check it. We won't be lying. We'll make sure things are safe. We're actually looking for a source of danger ourselves here. But rest assured, we'll take care of anything that comes up.
Emille, I'm going to have you roll insight again with advantage when you say this. Nice.
There it is.
Emille, when as these words come out of your mouth, you see her like start to argue and then visibly deflate. This is a young girl who has dreams of being an adventurer. It's not just the fact that she wants to protect the village and to be, the hero. It's that she wants to go with you to prove that she can do this. That she can be an adventurer. And it's like she's trying to use what she thinks is happening in the mountains as a way to be like, see, Dad, I told you. I know what I'm doing. I can be an adventurer.
Emille lets out a sigh.
There's a little bit of I would hazard a guess to say yourself that you see in her.
Is her shield is she still holding her shield?
It's on her back. The way like people that fight with shields, like, strap them to their back as they're traveling and whatnot.
I'm going to tell her. So first, let out a big sigh, shake my head, and then draw your shield.
She takes her shield off her back and like affixes it to her arm and like tightens it down to where it's not gonna like move.
Now, if you're part of the militia and if you can handle yourself, I'll feel better. But if
Okay.
anything up there is stronger than what you faced, we need to know that you'll be okay. So, brace yourself.
She draws her sword and takes a fighting stance.
Keep that shield raised. And then Emille's just gonna smack it as hard as he can with his weapon. Just to see if she'll like stumble or
Roll to hit.
whoops, I think I clicked the wrong one here.
Kills her.
But 18.
I'm assuming that Emille is not doing lethal damage.
Oh no, this is just I'm literally hitting the shield
Right.
to like knock her back. It's not really for damage or anything.
Right. Give me just a second. Let me check. You said you rolled an 18?
Mm-hmm. To hit.
That just hits.
Ooh.
You see that she goes to like parry the strike, and you were just that much faster than her that you come down upon the shield with your rapier, and she takes the blow. But you can tell that she anticipated it and was going to like parry and then strike at you back to show that she could handle it. She doesn't falter. And she does have some experience. She has definitely got the basics of swordsmanship down.
Mm-hmm. I'll look to the rest of the party and say, "You didn't see anything? I sure didn't." And I'll sheath my sword as well.
Naomi's like, nope, not a thing. As she rolls a 1. Everything looks great to me.
Turns around.
All right. Well, we'll see you at sunrise.
She nods, not trusting herself to speak, as you see tears begin to well up in the corners of her eyes as someone finally took her serious.
All right, we can't turn back. We have to look cool as we walk away.
you all walk back into the tavern.
Well,
So,
good night.
about our
conversation.
rooms.
Well, good night. Noemi walks into a
Good
room.
night, guys.
Well, more, we have 2 rooms, but I think Noemi was going to say something first.
Oh, Noemi walks into a room. She said good night. She leaves the decision up to you. She walks into a room.
I'm assuming it's 2-person per room, right? Or 2 people per room?
You could get 3 people in there, since you have an uneven number.
And the inn was full? They said they could only have 2 rooms left?
They only have 2 rooms left, yes.
Oh. I looked to I looked at the other 3.
Emille, that's you, me, and new guy in the other room.
What about Tybalt?
Wait, did
Nope.
Noemi lock the door?
No, I left the door open. The decision is just up to you guys. I just took a room.
Yeah, Tybalt's taking that room.
All right.
Well,
Good night, everyone.
See y'all in the morning.
I called the bed.
There
I
are
call
there
the
are
beds.
2 single
Big
beds
guy will.
and
Big guy will
a
take the floor.
cot. Like
Big guy will take the cot.
Yeah.
I wonder if Aether's also a night walker, sleeper, sleepwalker, whatever you call it.
person that moves around at night.
Yep, there we go. All right, Byggen goes to bed.
Okay.
Back for bed.
You all get the effects of a long rest, and you are able to wake up and
One hit die.
no, you have 10 hit die. What are you talking about?
Oh, I had 9 of 10, so it said I got 1 back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there definitely is, time for you in the morning to get breakfast and to make sure that you're ready to go about your day. After you eat a quick breakfast, do you guys head on up, or are you doing anything before you move to the mountain? Excuse me.
I'm assuming sunrise comes pretty quickly, so I would vote to go there.
Yeah.
I don't think we need any supplies or anything anyway. No, I don't think they would have a shop.
They
Or like a
they
crazy
do
shop
have
for
a general store.
Okay, yeah. I'm all stocked up though, so I'm all good to go straight there.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay.
Then you all begin to move up towards the mountain. About 30 to 45 minutes into your ascent, who has the highest passive perception?
Might be me.
Not me, definitely.
Passive
Is that
perception
the
is that just the
score?
skills?
That's a
Is it a
plus
plus?
number, right?
It's
Is that the number next to the plus number?
It will your passive perception. Does it have it on here? If you are trained in perception, It's 10 plus your wisdom bonus plus your proficiency bonus. If you are not trained in perception, then it is just 10 plus your wisdom.
Trained isn't proficient.
Yes.
Mm.
So I have a 15 passive perception.
Aether
You
looks
said-
like you have a 17.
Yeah, I
10
was gonna
plus
say.
10 plus wisdom, you said?
It's 10 plus your wisdom, and if you have proficiency in perception, it is also plus your proficiency bonus, which should be 4.
Got you.
There's a lot of words, but I have a -1 in perception, so I don't think that's me.
So you have
There should be a
9.
number to the right of that plus
Ah,
that calculates it.
again, I don't think that's me.
So you have a 9 passive perception. Aether is sitting at the top right now with a 17. If anyone has more than 17.
13.
13. Aether, you notice it first is there is a slight rustle in the tree line. And
I point towards it and let everybody else knows.
as you get everyone else to look that way, out of the tree line comes Asper. You guys can all tell that she did not get she got a long rest, but it's just at the mark of getting a long rest, where she spent up all night polishing her breastplate, sharpening her sword. Emille, Aether, and Noemi, you guys notice that the breastplate that she is wearing is sturdy and very much functional, but it is old. The same goes with her long sword that she has. It is an old sword. It has been well used and taken care of, but it still is a old sword. This is hand-me-down equipment.
I feel like I should let her borrow something.
But she's got a big smile plastered on her face, determination in her eyes, and she looks like she is ready to take on the world with you 5.
Noemi does not. Noemi is just walking. Don't see anything. Oh.
Might accidentally drop this
It's like, oh
this
no,
unidentified
I dropped this
breastplate on the
flower.
floor. Oh no.
You have to be cursed.
No.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Not cursed armor.
Oh no, too many shields. Drops.
Oh no! my 4th shield. No.
I will say that her shield is a bunch of wood planks nailed to 2 other wood planks.
Oh.
It is a wooden targe.
I almost want to give my shield. Actually.
Dude, do you have a spare? I feel really guilty.
How many shields?
Emille, do I have a spare shield? Really?
You have the Sentinel shield. You have the Soldier's Discus.
Yeah, that was the Sentinel was gonna be my spare, but I don't know.
But it's up to you. Her shield is functional. It is not magical by any means, and it is that of a shield of a commoner.
I think I'm just gonna be ready to pass it to her in case something happens. I feel weird giving the kid a tentacle rod. That's still in my inventory for some reason. Oh.
Because you have refused to sell it.
Why would we sell it?
Well, it feels weird selling it too, though. Like, why would I sell it?
Yeah, why would we sell it if we own it?
You never know when you might need the tentacle rod.
That's Yeah. Yeah.
See, Aether agrees.
But yeah. Yeah, simple enough. You guys all begin to walk up the mountain. About an hour into it, Aether, you hear another rumbling as a pack of like 3 wild boar burst out of the tree line, looking like they are mad at you because you're in their territory. Because boar are aggressive.
Shoot them.
I would like everyone to roll me initiative, please.
Oh God.
How do we
I don't
do
have a
this
token,
again?
I
though.
don't have a token.
Yeah, we need
Oh, let
tokens.
me
Dang.
move tokens.
We don't exist.
Tokens.
Oh, hello.
Also, can I lend her like my old rapier?
She seems like a rapier is a dex weapon, and she seems to prefer the strength-based longsword that she has.
Oh, okay.
If everyone, I'm gonna
Right, token. There we go.
Combat encounter scene or whatever.
Yeah, toggle your combat state. I'm just going to quickly, and I do mean quickly, make some boar.
Or did
The HD
wait?
model.
Where's the second? Thank you. Thank you.
Aether's HD model.
Wow.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh my god, that boar is zooming.
Oh my goodness.
What you know about that?
Not much. But all I know is that it's zooming.
Um,
You guys ever played Fire Emblem? Like any of them?
yes.
Yes.
She looks like when a new character is getting introduced, and she just pops up out of nowhere on the field.
Oh my lord.
You gotta go
That's the
talk
green
to her
unit,
to add her.
yeah.
Yeah. You gotta go talk to her to add her to the party, man. There we go. Yeah.
Initiates cutscene.
Yes, sir. Oh man.
Yeah, that'd be like the worst feeling because sometimes you get caught up in the battles and you can't make it in time, so they start fighting
Oh,
on their
no.
own. And they'll go against enemies that are like
And
they're weak
die.
against. Yeah, and they'll die.
Yeah. It's so, dude. The older games especially was so bad with that.
Yeah, there's
I'm
no saves
the type
coming.
to like. I know, but I'm the type to restart the entire fight too, and it's like, oh,
Same. I remember trying to continue after I lost like 1 or 2 characters. I think I played like 2 extra rounds, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't do
I
it.
know. I'm the same. Same.
Everyone combat state. If you'll right click on your token and then click the little sword and shield.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
Oh.
Combat.
I thought it was the setting we had to do in another one.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
Why can't I click it?
Crow's really secretive today.
Yeah, you know,
Why? Right click. Click.
I keep things close to the chest.
What are you doing? You keep toggling your combat state on and off.
Oh.
She can't decide.
It's like, maybe.
I can't tell if it's okay. It's on.
I want to
right?
fight, but
Okay,
why?
It's on.
I want to fight, but why?
Okay. Initiative. I may not see it.
Oh. Technically, I have 12 because of Dread Ambusher.
Oh, I see it. It's okay. I beat the boars.
You beat some of the boars. First up in combat is Asper. She charges up one of the boar, charges at one of the boar, meeting it as it's running towards you, shield out, and she comes down with a long sword strike. Let's see if the dice are in her favor today.
It's
She definitely hits. You watch as she meets it, and the boar kind of rears up to gore with its tusk, and she bats it away easily and stabs it in the neck, felling the first boar.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my, says Noemi, and she gives
Oh
her a
my.
thumbs up.
Next turn is going to be this boar is going to charge at Emille.
Oh no.
Emille. It is going to make a charge attack against you.
I just keep seeing this as Fire Emblem now.
You said green unit. You ruined it for me. I can't anymore.
It says we never fight on a large scale map. It's usually
I know.
It was a 21 hit.
A 21 does hit.
You are going to take.
Oh, wait, actually, I can use my reaction. Right?
Okay.
Shield me or others. Yes, I shield me. And I can grant my proficiency bonus against the attack roll, which is +4. So I will now have 23.
Then you watch as you take a defensive stance right as the boar charges you, and you are able to shrug off the hit, taking no damage. Byggen!
Hello.
What you doing, bud?
Let me just walk up right here, and I'm gonna just whack him.
Just
Bad
whack.
boy.
Playing your game of
Oh,
whack
bad
puck
little
here.
boy. You know what? Yes, you may expand with the charges. Brazen Hearth. I can use ability before knowing if it hits, right?
Let me check the wording on your item because it's been so long since you hit something with a mace.
I totally is, dude.
Uh,
Oh my god, explosion.
active effect.
Explosion.
While attuned to this weapon, you gain charges. You may expend one of these charges when you make a successful melee attack against a creature. You may speak the command word to deal an extra 2d4 radiant damage. Yes, you
Yep.
can do this. It's like Smite. You can do this after you know whether or not you hit.
Got you.
It's definitely a hit.
Okay, so I hit attack or damage?
Damage.
Got you. Oh, it's a damage roll. Got you.
8 plus or 1d6. What? Hold on. Are you using a charge?
Yes, I am using a charge.
Why is it doing 1d6 plus 1d8? Hold on. Magical. Oh, it just does a bonus 1d8. Okay, that's fair. I was making sure that I didn't put that in wrong. Go ahead and roll me an extra 2d4, please.
Cool. Thank
7.
you.
The boar is dead.
Yay.
Ooh.
The boar died.
If she killed one directly and I didn't, I would be a little embarrassed. Not gonna lie.
That's fair.
Cannot be shown up by a teenager here. All right.
Aether.
I'm gonna attack
Two of the
this
boars
boar.
have met their end relatively quickly.
Show us the gun.
I'm gonna a gun. I don't know. I'm gonna. How do I do I just click on the cantrip?
Yep.
And roll for damage, right? Or attack? Right?
What is Eldritch Blast? Attack, yes.
Yeah. Attack. Okay.
Hey, that's my thing.
Another Eldritch Blast user.
You
Oh no.
are at 10th level, so there will be
no.
2 beams, so you can roll 2 attacks.
Awesome.
They both hit. Roll damage twice.
Awesome. Do. And
The first one does 1. The second one does 5. It is still up, but it is not feeling great.
I have a bonus action. Nah.
Okay.
I'm done.
Next in the line is Emille.
Since it's dead, I'm not.
Yeah, no,
Kinda
the
like
one that's
aggroed,
in
right?
front of you, yeah, you're not at disadvantage for ranged or anything like that.
Right, I'll make melee attacks. Or not melee, range attacks on the last one.
Pew, pew. That definitely hits. Boy, howdy do you split this thing in half. You watch
Oh, wow.
as, Aether, Aether, are you casting the spell through your all-purpose tool?
Yeah.
You watch as he points this strange tool out, and, 2 crackling beams of eldritch energy hit this boar, doing a fair amount of damage to it, and then Emille throws this star knife that spins through and just slices it in half.
Wing.
The Arcana of the Star returns back to your hand. These boar are dead.
Easy.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal.
Imagine if it had been.
Yeah. They all drop, and you see legitimately. If you could hear the dun 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 dun, Asper swings her sword left and right before sheathing it and throwing it her shield on the back of her on her back again, and it's you can tell she looks so proud. She proved her not only has she been taken serious by a group of adventurers, she proved herself in her first fight with these adventurers and did not make a fool of herself. She is riding high on this victory.
She's nerding out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kind of proud of her.
I give her a thumbs up.
Yeah. Boar run around here often enough that they get really territorial.
Just like Oberon, probably.
Who is Oberon?
I think my child.
You think?
I think
Maybe.
my child.
He
Don't-
got bonked on the head a lot of times with shield, loss of brain cells.
That makes sense. And you will continue up the mountain, and we will end session with you coming face to face with the skull-carved entrance of these ruins. A little bit of a light session tonight, but a good establishment session for you guys to start the horror of the body horror ruin.
Oh,
with a
yeah.
level
What
2
now?
the body horror ruin.
The part that was supposed to be for Halloween.
Yeah,
But we got
that's right.
sidetracked.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is now for the new year?
is now for the new
Yes,
year.
sir.
With a
Yeah.
level 2 fighter in your
Yeah.
We're level 10. This
Yeah.
Oh my
kind of
god.
horrifying.
She doesn't even have a subclass.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
She got
no.
a shield.
She's gonna get shot. Oh
Kind
no.
of. She's gonna get shot.
I think the
Damn.
only person that has a higher AC than her is Byggen. Byggen, what's your
Okay.
AC?
AC. Where do I find my AC right now? I
It
think
should
it was.
be right under your portrait.
Oh, 23.
Oh, definitely it. The only person that has a higher AC in the party is Byggen. She has a 18 AC.
I have a 19.
Do you? Oh, I'm
My
sorry.
AC's kind of big too.
I thought yours was 17, but I am proven wrong. But yeah, but her mundane breastplate plus her +2 in Dex, and then her shield gives her an 18.
Is the name of her breastplate actually Mundane Breastplate?
If you were to pick it up in an RPG, it absolutely would pop up Mundane Breastplate.
Does have the grayed out
Oh my
armor
god.
icon, just that you
Yeah.
know it's extra bad.
It's Mundane Breastplate a wooden targe, worn longsword as her equipment.
When you
So-
sell it at the shop, it's just 1 GP.
Not even. Not even.
Untradeable? No.
Oh, I'm.
No, it's starting equipment.
Untradeable starting equipment? No.
Like, you get this shit after the character creation.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh
You
god.
know, we didn't notice she was here.
I didn't know she was in no skin. Oh
Oh.
god.
Oh,
No skin.
Oh
Oh,
god.
skin, no.
she's
Oh god.
she is. In any other game, she wouldn't have a name.
Oh no.
Oh god.
A nameless NPC. A shadow person.
Even the like named NPCs in Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy start at like level 3 to level 7.
Oh gosh, she's like one of the guest party members. Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, it's if she survives.
If she survives.
Yeah. Oh, it's not
Oh
a guarantee.
god.
Do you know how much
Oh,
health
God.
she has? Do you know how much health she has? Do you want to know?
I kind of
Level
don't
two
want
is
to
probably
know.
like
no,
20
no.
HP.
I kind
She
of
has
don't.
10.
I kind of don't
She
want to
got
know,
10.
dude.
She
Yo,
had like
I have
30, come on.
Sanctuary. I got a couple rounds of Sanctuary. You know, like.
She can't attack if she has Sanctuary on her.
Yeah, we'll just
good.
tell her to go to the
Make
back.
her stay in the back.
Oh.
Nice. Do you want to know how much HP she has, like, legitimately?
Sure.
24.
Oh, okay, that's higher than 10.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
higher than
Better.
20. I thought it was
I
flat 20.
just rolled
Yeah.
her second level hit die, and she rolled a max.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, there we go.
She has
Thank
24
God.
HP.
You're telling me she leveled up from a boar?
No,
Oh,
no, she started at level 2. I didn't roll her max HP
okay.
yet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She has a +2 to her con as well. Her hit die is a D10. You start off with maximum at level 1, which would be 12 for her, and she rolled a 10 +2, and got 12 more.
Bro, we can't child die on this journey.
I'm
Oh, we
gonna
found
let
her
you
dead.
know. Emille did almost her entire health in one attack.
Yeah, I'll just pocket medic her, I guess.
Pocket heal.
But just pocket heals. Oh.
Fuck. Byggen did over half her health in one attack.
Oh my god.
Are we playing
I
with the
know.
rules where she can actually just die from damage, or will she get knocked out each time?
She will get knocked. She is at this point. She is considered an NPC, the same as Tybalt. She will make death
Okay.
saves.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
So unless she takes like 48 damage immediately, and then there is no death save.
She's just
Um,
gone.
Yeah, she's just gone.
Okay.
Keep her away from cliffs.
I'm just gonna prepare that revive spell real quick.
I knew that if I played it up well enough that you guys would let her come with you. But
I hate it.
I was so hoping you'd reject it.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, if she comes out here, all she wants to be is an adventurer, and she's got a chip on her shoulder.
I knew she was gonna be low
Dude.
level. I didn't expect her to be level 2.
Dude,
Yeah.
you really played at Emille's entire backstory, bro. It was crazy. Actually tugged on his heartstrings.
Got manipulated.
Oh my
Debated.
Oh my god. Gaslight. Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah.
Well,
Girl
for her, it's
boss.
Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. but
Yeah, girl boss. Question.
But yeah, like she spent the last 6 years in a campaign with Milestone XP,
And she has
Fighting
level
off-
2? 6 years? Level 2?
fighting off bandits that have nothing but like wooden hay forks and occasionally a scimitar.
Yeah, you know she hit a pose on that boar once it died. You know,
Oh yeah,
like,
hell yeah!
oh,
And
God.
one shot,
Yep. Definitely.
This is the first time
The
she's
one
ever
shot,
killed a
dude.
boar.
The one
She's-
shot. Oh,
This is the first time she's ever killed a boar in one shot.
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
I thought she was gonna say period. Okay.
let her skin it for some armor is probably stronger than her mundane breastplate.
He doesn't know how to make armor. There's not an armorer here.
Oh my god. Wait, this
Yeah.
map was so funny though, dude. Like, it's just the smallest village, and then just this massive skull
Yeah.
from outside. Just
Yeah.
what is that?
This is weird. Why are they here? But,
It's like when a game tries to make it clearly obvious where you need to go next. It's just like the only colored thing on the screen.
so the impetus for this little village, right, is like 150 to 200 years ago when the revolt happened. Someone made made a fortress here, and then it got turned into ruins in the 200 years as passed. This is a forest thing with a small river in it and a mountain that potentially has magical treasure in it. Of course a small little village would pop up. But at the same time, things are drawn to the ominous, scary mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's great.
Just like how
Her
we
father's
were.
a druid. It's
Oh.
all good.
Love
At
and
least
Drake
he has
Wall.
a level. Her brother doesn't have a level. He's a commoner.
Good thing we didn't bring him along.
Well, he doesn't. He's a good son and wants to do what his dad asked him to do, which is to tend bar.
Oh, the smart
Well,
one.
we picked up the chosen one over
One
here,
over
but
here.
Yep.
The starting of her hero's journey.
oh god.
Question.
Yes.
So I have meta magic, and I have to choose two. Do I add that as like a feature, or is it because right now it's under other feature? Do I just keep it as that?
You can keep it under other features right now. If you want me to add it, or you want to make some kind of notation on your character sheet, that which ones that you've taken, you can.
Okay.
But yeah, it's great.
Cool. Cool.
This is so much fun.
Uh,
I can't wait for you guys to carry her through this dungeon.
God.
watch as she carries us.
If she
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you know, she's only going to go up a singular level if she survives. Unless, for whatever reason, the dice love her and she gets the final hit on the boss of this dungeon.
Imagine that does happen though.
Then she's gonna
Yeah.
skyrocket up to level 5.
What if we XP feed her and always leave the last hit just for her? You know?
Power
You know?
Does,
Yeah.
does that work with the group leveling?
Well, it's
Oh my God.
milestone, so it's kind of impossible to power level. But if she gets the final hit on the boss, I'm gonna actually make her give her more than NPC stats
There we go.
and let her leave this town, proving herself that she can be an adventurer. And she's going to go forth spreading the names of the dragons of Everdur, the people that taught her how to be an adventurer, her mentors.
Well, say no more.
Oh, now we have
Now
to.
we have to.
Now we have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, now we
now
have
we
to.
gotta.
Yeah. You're too good with the monologue thing right there, because that actually just pulled me. Oh, no, she's gonna make it now.
Give her a shield.
Yep.
It's
Big and skin of your armor.
I'm gonna give her my gloves of swimming and climbing. You know, just whatever helps. Apparently.
where are these? What do? They make it they make you climb better. Are we gonna be climbing a lot? You never know.
Here, take my shield too.
All the heroes wear them nowadays.
Are you sure? Okay.
That's how you convince a teenager. There we go. Yeah.
So our next session will be January 30th.
Yep.
That is good for everybody.
All good for it.
All right. Well, I have to dip. I have work early in the morning. I hope the rest of you all have a good evening, have a good weekend. Next session should be back to same bat channel, same bat time, and there should be no more, unless something comes up for someone that we should be able to get back on track.
Sounds
Cool. I will post the actual correct date this time.
Yay!
Got you guys.
good night. Good night.
All right, night, guys.
All right, thanks for games, y'all. Night night.
Night.
Night.